Hey everyone, happy Mother's Day and welcome back to the tavern.
Hey!
We have a few announcements to get first through the night here, and wanted to this thing is going to kill me. First off, the drink of the night is called the Cold Shoulder because
of reasons.
Because of reasons.
God, so
Because
dope.
of reasons.
Now, I've been informed that I'm not to drink the dry ice. I know firsthand how awesome the
Only
substance
if you're a
is.
wimp, Gil.
Drink it, bet you won't. Yes, sissy boy.
Yeah, I don't want my stung tuck to tuck. My stung tuck.
You
I don't want my
gotta
stung
like
tucked
crack
to
the top to keep going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I dig this. Is it
So-
good? Let's try this.
Yeah. So this is it. Don't inhale too deeply because that is actually carbon dioxide getting that's for gas right there.
Yeah, it's sublimating.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
Basically,
It's
a
fantastic.
little bit of science for you guys at
Yeah.
home, for you folks at home. Dry ice is in a solid state. The gas or the smoke. Oh, shut up. The smoke.
I came here to play, damn it, not learn.
The smoke pouring off of it is sublimating, meaning that it's going from a solid state, bypassing the liquid state, going directly to a gas state. And it's doing it right in my mouth. That's awesome.
So
What happens
yes,
if you ingest all of it?
you will
You
explode.
could die.
Yeah.
Warp speed.
It's
Right.
bad news. So be careful with the dry ice, but yeah, this is this cold shoulder is in honor of that thing that's going to happen to you guys if you forgot Mother's Day. So
Topical.
beware.
Brings us to our next point. Call your mom. She misses you.
Didn't his mom tell you to say
But
that?
call your mom and invite her to the stream. Invite her to watch with you. See? Nothing says I love you, Mom. Watching D&D together.
Right.
Her going, why the fuck are you doing this to me?
And you can feel the
Yeah.
shame of why I birthed you and brought you up in this world. All right, guys. The next order of business is the T-shirts. They are live. The link is live. That will be going into the chat. And also, if you wish to, for future reference, you can check down below us in the info section, below the main screen. It'll show all of the YouTube, the wiki link, which is not the wiki leak. The wiki link, which has all of our information on there, and all the past episodes in written form, if that is your thing. Otherwise, you can head over to the YouTube link, which again will be posted up on the chat. And at that, there you can look at all the videos from episode 1 to I think we're near our current episode. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's-
That one, just like... This one's called the Cold Shoulder. That one's called the Drowning Man. It's just like, that one's laced with arsenic, so...
Yeah,
It's gonna make a
yours
different
is
sound.
a little more carbonated than the rest of ours.
oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, hers is a little bit more
It sounds
carbonated.
like a cauldron.
You made
know?
us you gave us a drink and a toy. Kudos to you, sir.
That's
Good luck
Welcome
on
to
getting
the
our
Triangle
attention.
Oh yeah, no kidding. I'm not even like, you know. All right, last thing. Or not second to last thing. Stream of Many Eyes. Ooh, that's coming up June 1st through the 3rd. I'm going to be there all 3 days. I can't tell you why, but there'll be a lot of cool little secrets coming up. Check out No Stone Unturned, the hashtag, for a lot of cool little bits and whatnot that are being given out as the weeks go on, and you'll be able to join in the all that deciphering stuff. It's a lot of cool things. There's like a Reddit, I believe. There's a full-on forum discussions on what it means, and it's all pretty cool. A lot of fun. Lastly, Twitch Prime. We are so close, you guys, to getting that 20 sub goal. And when we do, I will have, as you say on my Twitter, I've been making a bunch of them. I still have so many more to make. But I'll be making that one D20 for you, custom, with a 4-letter word of your choosing.
choose
So
wisely.
many possibilities.
So many
I can give you 4 right now. Not
Here,
gonna do it because
Moby
they're
Head.
not.
Do you have that beep button?
Live, love,
Just be the most basic.
Yeah.
You basically turn one of those like brush silver like picture frames
Adam.
from Target into a fucking die. Family, love, inspiration.
Love, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen those. I've been thinking about getting one. But anyway, I'm so.
What
I'm
happened?
gonna spray paint it. Of course, come on,
Oh,
man.
dope. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna. Yo, it's doing something right now.
What's it doing?
If you listen real close, it
Well,
whispers your future.
Okay, so when dry ice comes in contact with metal,
There you go.
it begins to sing sometimes. And that's what it's doing right now. If I were to push on... Oh no, it's stuck.
It
Can't
just
even...
Oh.
I'm playing D&D, shut up.
That's a little
Anyway,
shaming
we're
ourselves there.
really, really close to the sub-goal. So if you got Amazon Prime, you can activate Twitch Prime. And also for those that have previously subbed in the past, know that your 1 month goes away and they don't remind you. So keep on that. And
But yeah.
Because it helps us, guys. It helps us help you enjoy the show more. It really
Let us
does.
help you.
Yeah, yeah.
Let us help you.
It's
We will
nice to
bring
know that we got a
entertainment to
community
your
going on.
Sundays.
I mean, yeah, honestly, we do everything here ourselves. We've been doing, since the beginning. Everyone here pulls their weight, and it's a really awesome little tiny, tightly knit family. And I am really proud of everyone here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna cry though.
And this is the episode where he kills all of us. Simultaneously.
That's why he's doing it. Yep. Cold shoulder.
Shit.
Cold as
I don't
ice.
like that.
All right, guys, let's do a little bit of a recap. So,
Let's do it.
the party heading to Cephalon. John Jingles read the ledgers they found on the burning wagon, and found them to have a different sums of gold being taxed to two particular villages along their route. They eventually arrive at Cephalon. Excuse me. And Jorgen pays them all the total of 50 gold each for guarding the wagon thus far. So they all head to the central marketplace to do a little bit of shopping for odds and ends. They went to the bank as well to exchange gold for platinum to lighten their load. And Hylene decided to ask the local constabulary for the whereabouts of Willem Wester. To which they replied that he was arrested and taken to Masthead. On their way back through the marketplace, picking up new clothes for Muggsy, they happened upon a purple tent, in which Jingles recognized it as the Coven of the Thread, where she read them their fortunes. Or was it?
Oh.
A lot of
Don't do that to us.
a lot of introspection was had, and as they left, the tent disappeared. Afterward, they all met up with Jorgen, who was waiting for them, all with the wagons all set up and poised for Galentia. And that's where we pick up. The night is about to begin. Currently, they're on the 3 wagons. The load is a little bit lighter because he had emptied the larger wagon out in front with a the cask of ale, the large cask of wine has been emptied and given to the restless dragon over in Cephalon. Now, you guys can do what you wish on this night. You have about a 5 days journey ahead of you to Galentia.
Well, I imagine that we're all in the wagon right now, right? So I'm going to look to all of you and go, I've gotten quite a bit tired and I feel like I need a little bit of fresh air, so I'm going to go ahead and hop on top of the wagon and spend my night there, if you guys don't mind.
The front wagon would have the hardest roof there,
Yeah.
because it's housing the barrel.
So I'll say, if anyone wants to take first watch, as soon as you're done, I'll be up there already.
I'll take first watch.
Perfect. As soon as you're done, I'll take it. So I'm gonna go climb the top, and then you can come back to me in a minute.
Okay, cool. Anyone else doing anything?
Wondering why Don Ash is going to the roof.
Is it like in stop?
No, it's currently moving. So he's
I'm
making his
super
way
dexterous.
onto
Like a
the
monkey.
roof of the wagon.
Spider-Man-ing it
Yeah.
onto the top.
Right, yeah, he's kind of like, and at this point, I think Jorgen's just kind of like, that's the monk, and he's kind of let it
He's
happen.
just a little weird.
I say, be careful, don't fall.
No, I'm dead. No, I'm kidding. I go, thank you.
I got some rope if you want to tie yourself.
I'll be fine.
I will help with that.
Yeah, I've got balance like a drunken man. You go, what? And then I just go away.
It's like those little, the little like monkey leashes that they have for kids.
Yes.
Totally get
I
Don Ash
think
one.
we need one for those.
Yep, I agree.
Well, you guys can make one for Muggsy.
I
Yeah,
don't hear
that's-
any of that.
Yeah,
Well behaved.
yeah, of course.
It's true.
All right. The rest of you are just going to go ahead and take up your watches and whatnot, respectively. So, first watch is you for, I guess, 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
Next watch,
I'll be back.
you'll do next.
Yep.
So, after,
Yep.
all right.
I am very last watch, just in case we don't actually need a last watch. So,
Okay.
because I'm human, I need my beauty sleep.
Turns
Well,
out we all
actually-
need to fight out.
But
Maybe
you
I should do
guys-
third watch, probably, right?
Oh, sure. I mean, that's up to you.
No,
Okay. I
Well,
mean,
don't ask the
you
side because
technically,
I will
your,
take
your
second watch. I
third
will take-
watch, technically, you would have completed your 4-hour rest. So that would be the ideal time.
Oh, okay. I'll do third watch then. Sorry.
I'll do second time and they have once.
You'll do 4. All right. And then you're free to go.
Now, when I crawl onto the roof, I kind of set myself into like a meditative position,
Okay.
and then I pull out from my pouch a sweet scent shroom, and
Okay.
I take just a bit of the cap,
You're going to go ahead and do that. Okay.
and I am going to eat that, and then fall back and look at the stars
All right.
until I hopefully fall asleep.
Okay. So, Helen, this is your first watch, and you notice the occasional wildlife. Camille's actually, her eyes are open and just watching everything, kind of with you, not necessarily like at your side, but every now and then her ear will flick up and pick up a noise and go back out. Every now and then her head will kind of like look up over the ledge there and just kind of watch, seeing something that maybe you don't. And for the most part, your watch goes on no activity, little activity. The occasional owls and whatnot that kind of bring you a little bit of peace, especially after knowing what happened to your party and then having your little prayer with Athena. So, Donish.
Well, I'm
I
second,
think I was
right?
going to say, I think Amalthea's taking second.
Correct. While you're doing your meditative state, it becomes somewhat calm. You're on the barrel. It's rocking back and forth. You notice Jorgen is in front of you, holding onto the reins. You see the 4 oxen ahead of you too, and their clop, 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 begin to kind of give you a little bit of a rhythm. And all of a sudden, all of those hooves begin to just go in line, almost matching your heartbeat. The cold air begins to get colder around you, and the air somewhat thickened. It reminds you of something. It reminds you of the way you lived 100 years ago, back underneath the earth. The winds begin to howl around your ears. Thumping again. And now you can't tell if it's your own heartbeat or the oxen's. Your head begins to kind of throb. It gets slower and slower and slower still. And time seems to stop for you. Your vision changes from that of the 4 oxen in front of you and the barrel beneath you to ground. You don't quite have a form, but you hear off in the distance a cry. Rex!
I start running to it.
Then you hear, Mom! You hear rocks crumbling around you. It's completely dark. You can't see anything. You feel fire begin to engulf something to your left. You feel the intensity of the heat. More rocks crumbling. You hear screams outside. Outside something. You're in something right now. What's going on? You're not sure. But the calm energy is gone, and you're now. Your heart is racing. You want to go, but you can't. You're stuck. You are completely petrified. You can't see anything. All you hear is screams Some 50 feet away, some 100 feet away, some right next to you. You finally muster up everything that you can to stand up. Your leg is hurt. You're not sure from what. You're running. An ember falls from a broken beam above you. Rocks spraying on your cheeks. As you brush them off, you keep running off in the distance. Your heartbeat until it begins to engulf you entirely. You no longer hear the screams. You no longer hear the rocks or the fire. The cold air begins to get colder and colder still. You begin to hear the wind around your face again. Feel it. You begin to ground yourself. Your breath is gasping for air. You make sure that you're at least on top of the barrel. You are. Your vision begins to grow out. You feel Jorgen ahead of you. And now begin to feel the oxen ahead of you. Now the cold air around you is that of the ambient temperature. There's a little bit of a fog in which your vision kind of gets blurred every now and then. But you continue on.
And I sit up from laying down, and I just take out the angel's breath, the last sprig that I had, just kind of rub down to my palm to activate the scent, and just very lightly and calmly take that in as I meditate on what I just experienced.
Make a con save, just for me.
Just for you.
Well, you won't get to know the result of this.
It was a 19, and then it was like...
Natural one. All right. Noted. Okay, so the angel's breath begins to soothe you. It did. It felt like a bad trip. It felt like maybe you didn't calculate the right proportions. And maybe something had to do with the old lady that you saw earlier in the day. Maybe you just didn't want to recall this information again.
I definitely wanted to take that in order to potentially see what I would dream and what I would experience, because it was a practice I used to do back in the cave.
Okay.
And apparently I was not ready for it. I was not entirely looking forward to experiencing that particularly, so...
You've taken the fourth watch, correct? Mm-hmm. Around this time, you've fallen asleep. You've taken your little knapsack and you've kind of just laid your head to rest. You're watching Jingles kind of like fall also in between his sleeps, kind of wake up and look at you, like making sure you're not going to take anything from him.
I don't know why you would do that.
No clue, right? And then you go back to bed. And then you're satisfied with his complete slumber that you then go into a very deep sleep. And in your sleep, you hear a whisper. Trixie.
Nope.
Now, is this the same voice that I heard from the sword?
Potentially.
Okay, I can't. It doesn't sound like a particular voice. It just sounds
No,
like a
it
voice
sounds
in
like
my head.
yeah,
Okay.
Creepy whisper number 1.
Yeah.
Is
Voice
this
in
voice
your
number
head.
3 or 74? I don't really know anymore.
The time is soon. Are you ready to use me?
No? What time?
Soon. Very soon.
Will I know?
You will. I feel you already. You have a killer's instinct inside you.
Yeah, he's got a point.
I see you considering it. Tap into that potential.
Who are you?
You will find out. You wake up. At this moment, Highlander is kind of shaking Malthea awake for her watch, and she's going down to her rest as Amalfi gets up and heads over to Camille, kind of pets her, and gives her a little bit of a ruffle, and you try to steel yourself again and try to find the moment. Still looking at Jingles just to see if he is in fact deep
He
sleep.
does a lot of weird things. It could be him.
And also that he's not the source of the voice. And you find him to be
Pretty sound.
pretty, yeah.
He's just literally in your ear like.
I'm sure he's done that before.
No comment.
It's dark.
Are you asleep?
Creepy. Don't want no part of no creepiness.
All right. On your watch. Again, nothing really odd happens. The occasional animal screech, a little owl, and various nightlife. Yep.
No, it's more like.
A various animal screech.
I don't know what the hell bird that was, but I like
just a
An
bandit
owl
stabbing
bear.
a human. It's like, oh, the animals tonight.
An owlbear.
Right. Eating someone alive.
Yeah.
For God's sakes, help me! You're like,
That's an
nature.
animal.
The sounds of nature.
What is it from Family Guy? Damn, nature, you scary.
And your watch ends as well. And you go to wake up Trixie, and she stirs a little bit quicker than the normal, and she goes ahead and takes over for your watch. You go down to rest on your little knapsack, and Trixie, on your watch, you're a little extra cautious. You just had that voice talk to you. You're looking around.
Yeah, I'm looking for any signs I see of anything.
Make a perception check.
Foul play.
At 12.
How are your feet?
I think my feet are hairless right now.
What's the DC for that?
I that's up to you. I mean, it can be my spell
Let's make it
save
12.
DC.
Let's make it 12.
Okay.
That's. I mean, what is your? Do you know your spell?
I think my
save?
spell save is 14.
Or you casting
14?
it again on me?
I haven't cast it since the last time
But
I
it's
cast
24
it.
hours.
Oh.
It lasts 24 hours, correct?
Yes, it is a 24-hour spell, so it's 14. Yeah, 14.
DC 14. So you didn't quite notice that
Oh,
your
okay,
feet
okay.
are.
Just
They're
very
very
warm.
fine.
They're nice and
They're a little
cozy.
warm, yeah.
It's nice in this cold night, and you think it could be just from the warmth of the floorboards of the wagon.
Someday.
You're against the wagon's edge there. You're holding on to the bar that holds one of the canvases. You look out. You're almost expecting to see something. You don't. Again, you keep your ears open. You don't hear anything.
Can I touch the sword and just see if I hear anything then?
Okay. You go to reach to your sword. Make a wisdom saving throw. This time with disadvantage.
You stab yourself in the neck.
Disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, not so. Oh, natural one. Oops.
Oh my god, it's a repeat of the bandit.
You grab it,
I know.
and there's a cold shiver down the back of your brain, the back of your head, and it stops just below your neck.
I let go if I can.
Okay, you let go. But even after that, you feel something has truly taken root.
Like it's watching me? Or like it has some influence over me? Can I
Like it has a
Hello?
little bit of influence over you, yeah. It's got that feel to it.
Okay.
This is
Oh shit, like
this is how we
Yes.
get demons.
This is how we do it.
I didn't know.
You begin to see the glow of the sunrise over in the west, sorry. And it begins to light up the entire path there. Donash, you take your full rest. You're able to, even though that was a natural one, this is for something else.
Oh shit.
You're able to if you have any lost hit points, you're able to regain them. All your abilities are back. Everyone heals up to full if they lost them.
While I'm on my watch, I will kind of call out to Jorgen and be like, Jorgen, how you doing in the front there, bud?
Oh, hi. Doing all right. How are you? Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I've been here for a time. I was just looking at the stars for a little bit. Ha, looking. Anyways.
Hi. A little bit of blind humor.
This fucking guy. Could I perhaps bother you in maybe having someone to drink with for a minute? So I
Taps the seat next to
I
him.
come to the front and I go,
He pulls out his whiskey flask.
I said, would you like to trade? And I brush aside my purple rug, my purple pelt, and I show him the little barrel of mead.
Oh, that's a nice little trinket there.
Yeah, please hand me your cup.
He's ruffling through his underneath the seat, grabs one.
I take my water skin and I just rinse it out. I'm like, you're not going to want to mix this with dirt.
Dust. Oh, maybe dirt.
All the same. And so I give him a full cup, which I can do, and I pass it to him, and I go, this is actually dwarven mead from the mines of
Those are
around.
Rune. I know the realm. All right, let's try this.
Well, you're going to
Do
drink
you
alone.
sip it? Oh, my apologies. And he goes to again another.
I pull a cup, yeah.
Okay, you grab your cup. He'll put the other dirty cup down and begin to pour you a little bit of. It's I believe last week we mentioned it was like Chianti, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he gives you a little bit of that now.
Fantastic.
It's no longer whiskey. He's drinking that.
You drink how you shall. Obviously, it's a nice drink, so you don't want to take a shot of it like whiskey, but enjoy it. I drink with him.
He goes to sip it. Ah, sweet. I like it.
It's very good.
You know, that reminds me of a nice muscat that the old vineyard has.
Do we have it here?
No, I'm sorry. We do not.
Are we actually, the Chianti that I'm drinking right now, is that what we're transporting?
Well, it's his personal bottle, but it is a little bit of that, a little bit of odd, different styles of.
You know,
wine.
Jorgen, our time is wearing thin at this point. As soon as we get to Galentia, we'll be all done. And I would like to ask you if I could have a souvenir for this journey. Of course, you're paying us, and that's great, but as a token to commiserate this journey, my barrel is almost empty, you see.
I get where you're going.
And you seem to have many casks here. Tell you what, I still have half a cup of mead left in this barrel as well. You seem to like it fair enough. And I enjoy drinking with you, and I would like to actually hear some of the stories that you have to tell. Maybe we finish what's left in my barrel, and we see how you feel about it.
All right. He goes to, he's drinking about half of it now. He likes it a great deal, and he sips and tells you stories about his travels along the road. And
while he does, at some point when I find it appropriate, I kind of ask him. I go, by the by, you didn't know I was up there at all the entire time?
No, I'm sorry. Did you call to me?
No, just making sure.
Oh, all right.
Just wanted to see how sneaky I was being.
Oh, okay.
I basically want to check if I was like, yeah.
Tripping balls up there.
Right. And then I just kind of acquiesce and we just talk about, other story, maybe some legends or anything that he has to talk about. Oh, fuck. Nah, that's good. Maybe some other time. Another time.
He does tell you that there is a interesting dragon skull inn.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Okay.
Hold on. Now since you're asking about it, I gotta go pull up my lore.
I mean, I didn't really think. I don't know. He pulls out a tome. And I go, fuck, Jorgen, I didn't do it.
No, it's great, guys. Come here.
It reminds me of a time, and he's just really bad at telling stories. Just keeps going in
He
circles.
just writes them all down in his tome.
Okay.
But he always forgets the point. And he goes into another story. You're like, God damn it,
His
what did I
obvious
do?
dad.
Yeah.
He regales you about a story of a dwarf named Donofrey. He was a vintner, much like himself and his master, and he used to sell wine along the trade routes and whatnot. He would travel up and down this coast with his cart full of wine, making good coin. His family would accompany him on occasion, on most of his trips actually. A greedy dragon named Tograz heard of this traveling merchant Donofrey, and the sums of gold he would take back with him. Tograz sent spies down one day and learned that the merchant had a large haul with him this time. The dragon saw his opportunity and took it. Donofree with his family and on this particular journey, and the outcome was unfortunately tragic. The vile worm swooped down on Donofree's family, inside his cart and were picked up and tossed. They died instantly. Donofree grabbed his axe from his cart and tried to defend himself, but was also stricken with fear and grief, and he hardly moved. The evil dragon made one more loop to grab his cart, and it flew off with it into the mountains, into its lair. Donofree was broken. He couldn't even feel anything anymore. Days passed, and all of his grief turned to anger. His fear turned to vengeance, and he looked to the mountains. The dwarf merchant took with him a small amount of supplies and his trusty felling axe. He began with a plea to the dragon. The dragon would leave him if he were to bring with him a percentile of his profits. Donofree was willing to part with 20%, but Tograz demanded 50. Tograz was about to talk him down, but the dragon threatened his life. Donofree, was about to talk him down, but the dragon threatened his life. But if I were to die here, then who would give you all the gold as freely as this, and without effort? He said. I will settle on 50 then. Donofree pulled a bottle of wine and uncorked it. This bottle of wine is the best I have ever vented, he said. He offered the dragon a sniff of the cork. The dragon's senses filled, and he was delighted. Giving the dragon the full bottle, and he said, let's drink on it. After that, the dragon partook of the drink, taking it all one swig, being the greedy self that he was. Tasted it and... This is horrible. Why would you... And he turned into a dove as he drank a polymorph juice potion. Immediately, the dwarf trapped him into a box and took his trusty felling axe, took his wagon, went down to a dwarven kingdom, and tossed the dove complete in its cage into a fiery pit, where it died, but not before it transformed back into the dragon, and then eventually dying, with its neck and its head draped over the side of the lava pit. From there, the dwarf chopped off its head, dragged it out, and proclaimed that he had won, that he had sought vengeance over this dragon. The nearby city of Galentia decided that they would pay homage to this fine gentleman, this fine dwarven gentleman, and they took the skull after it was all removed of all of its skin and its sinew and whatnot, and mounted it on the wall. And that, Dorgan says, that is a story of Donofree and Tograz. I think it's a wonderful tale.
It's quite tragic, but I guess a bit of a happy ending. Drogan, I do appreciate stories as much as anybody else, and to be honest, I'm a bit of a collector myself, but you don't expect me to believe that in Quintessa there is an inn that is big enough to hold the entire dragon skull.
Not Quintessa, Galentia.
I mean, Galentia, is what I said.
We're 4 days out. You'll see for yourself.
Well, I'm eager to see what happens and see what kind of drink they serve. It must be quite an epic tavern with such a legend behind it.
We deliver to them.
Well, then we must drink there.
Well, you guys. I'm going to do business as usual.
But all business and no play, Drog. Well, we'll see how you feel when we get there.
Understood.
Thank you for the story, though.
No problem.
Now, I'm going to get back to the top of the wagon, and I give him back his cup. Or I take my cup. Never mind.
Do you want to refill that now?
Yes, actually, I would love to. So I give him the barrel.
Wine or Chianti?
Say again?
Wine or Chianti? Red wine or the Chianti that I've been serving you?
Oh, the one that we're transporting, please.
he looks back and takes the reins. Never mind. Go get the crate back there.
Jorgen, get me drunk.
Yeah.
And you bring up the crate, and he just kind of like elbows a little bit. The wood is kind of already, it's nailed down, but it's kind of lifted. You can kind of tell he's probably been at it. But it lifts up just fine. You go ahead and open the crate there, and you see about 4 small bottles in this small crate here. And one of them is, in fact, has been broken into and opened and sampled.
I like this man.
And he does offer you the rest of that, though. It does fill up your little barrel, so he will go in there and pour it cautiously as you man the rings somewhat.
Nice.
And you go ahead and you can fill up your barrel. Actually, no, let's make it a 4. No, yeah, 4. Let's make it 4 charges.
So at that I go, thank you, Jorgen. I'll be sure to sing the praises of this gentleman's wine. Original Dwallin's wine.
Oh,
worldwide.
I thought you were going to talk about doing it for you.
Well, that remains to be seen. When I get to the inn, we will see.
I think his family's still doing business as a vineyard. I don't know where, but
Really?
I don't know where. That's rumors. This is a long time ago. You must.
Of course. Well, good to know. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to take back my station on top of the wagon and make sure that we're all safe for the rest of the evening.
Sure. It's starting to get morning now. So.
The rest of dusk. So I go up there and we're all good, right? Okay. Like, I mean, like, there's nothing. Do I need to make a perception check to see if there's anything?
You can go ahead and make a perception check.
I am sufficiently drunk, so swirly dice it is. 20.
Wow.
Yeah, for natural one, I'm only dealing in extremes, guys. That's how my family runs. That's how I run.
You notice that the warmth of the sun is starting to kiss your left hand cheek as the sun rises. You can kind of tell now that it's starting to get into the dawn era, and you also can sense the fog is lifting and it's starting to get burned away, and your vision gets back to its full potential. And you don't really actually see anything out of the ordinary. You see the occasional bird will enter your field of vision, and you'll maybe do a little knee-jerk reaction, but it's nothing to be worried about. Again, you slept your entirety, so you've gone and you've gathered all your ability once again. The day progresses, and you've gone over shoddy bridge after shoddy bridge. Some of them were actually made by dwarves, and they have a full-on metal workings, iron workings. As you not unlike the dwarven bridge that you crossed over, heading over to Dortzaroon. Where's everyone else at this point? Just to do.
Since I have gotten a good night's sleep, I'd like to wake up a little bit early, and I would
Just
like
rubbing that in.
Yeah, everyone's had a fucking episode.
Everybody else has been working. I've had a very good night's sleep, and so I'd like to wake up and poring over the documents one more time. I am going to say, because also in real life, I caught another little interesting note, is that New River was visited before Waterdale, which may slightly shift our timeline. So Jingles is putting a pin in that, and he's going to probably...
Hold on, is it? Did I? If I did, I may have Waterdale.
No NPC is perfect. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
So is that actually reversed? Because if so...
It is reversed. So,
okay,
they visited
right.
Waterdale before New River.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Never mind then.
Okay.
We're good.
I actually copied this from an actual ledger online, and so those numbers on the side don't mean anything.
Okay.
But
okay, good to know.
So stop pouring over them.
yeah, it's more just
yeah,
if you look at the names too, a lot of them are actually either alliterations or
I
just
was wondering,
joke names.
yeah, I was gonna say some of them are kind of funny.
Yeah.
So okay.
I wrote in the worst cursive I could.
It
so
was
that you
pretty
wouldn't-
bad.
So you couldn't really tell. But if you're laughing at them, then yeah, all right. I didn't do that good of a job. Okay, so you're pouring over those.
So pouring them over, but now I have reconfirmed our original speculation. So Jingles is satisfied.
I would like to at some point try and get Jingles alone. Doesn't have to be soon, but.
I knew it.
So you're walking you're walking around the back the wagon there, and everyone is pretty much awake. You don't see Don Ash, but you can assume he's doing his own his Don Ash things. So everyone is up and awake then. Yes.
Yes.
Everyone, you already rolled yours. Everyone, roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
Natural 20.
There we go.
Natural 2.
11. 21.
21 and 11 total? Okay. So, Amalthea and Trixie, so as you're sitting there, you're kind of keeping your... It must be the sweet scent. Something about it just keeps you completely aware and awake. And you see, or you hear rather, Jordan go, huh. You two happen to just kind of glance at each other and then just happen to look forward a little bit. And as the wagons are kind of turning on this road there, you're about to hit another bridge there. But you see a figure standing out far, far ahead of it, on the road, in front of the bridge. Seemingly walking in the opposite direction you're going. So, you...
Towards us.
Yes, walking, slowly walking. You eventually reach the bridge. You can hear the hooves against the metal grating below you. The grating is such that the hooves won't go through, but you hear clunk, 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 clunk. Then the wheels themselves go, and it begins to almost like a rumble strip. Just kind of the entire all of the wagons are now starting to vibrate, and you actually feel ahead of you the gentleman. He goes, "Ahoy, hoy! Please stop! Jorgen, whoa. You guys all feel the wagons.
I'd like to go a little bit closer to the front.
Okay, so you can actually hop the wagons pretty easily. You're already up there. You see a gentleman. Okay. You now, as you walk forward, you see a skinny gentleman. You may have seen this guy before. Make an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm very
You know what? Okay,
It's your father.
No. I'll just go with your perception.
I've never seen my father.
You've seen this guy before, and he looks like someone you saw in passing in Cephalon, talking to Hylene, specifically, mentioning, be careful of the roads, be careful of the dangers ahead. He was a thin man. He had with him a stout gentleman. Amalthea, you now see a stout gentleman.
She's ready for it.
You now see a stout gentleman walk out from the bushes there. Begin to kind of go from on the backside. So now you two can see it. You've gone to the front. You're now in the front, and you see this gentleman who said, "Stop, please."
What can we do for you? We're on a tight schedule.
Why are we stopping on a bridge? We should not stop on a bridge.
I'm so sorry. My apologies. My many apologies. You see, I actually have a wagon that has been broken down ahead. If you wouldn't mind helping us, that'd be wonderful. And he kind of does a little bit of a turnaround. You see again. You notice this gentleman. You know his vestiges and whatnot. You notice I think actually you two would have also seen this the portly man to the back.
Can I make an insight check on the portly dude?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So that is a 17.
Okay. You notice that his back is kind of like he's got a large belly, but he's kind of like it seems like he's hiding something behind his back. He's kind of like walking up. He notices that you're looking at him, kind of gives you a little bit of a hello, and he's still walking closer.
I'm gonna
He's about 20 feet away
visibly
from you.
grip onto my mace and kind of ready my shield and just kind of
Oh, please,
at him.
please. And he's kind of looking out in the front to see how the front is doing. He's now about 10 feet.
Well, I talked to the guy in the beginning, in the front. I go, well, if your wagon is broken at the front, then we should probably keep continuing on, and we can see what we can do for you.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
So, Jorgen, please, by all means.
Okay, cool.
Lead the way.
The other gentleman, he's now 5 feet. And he's waiting, he's looking at you guys, and then he's going to go take out this giant padlock from the back, clamp it onto the wheel, on the back wheel.
Do I give an attack of opportunity?
You let him get 5 feet in front of you, so he had the chance to do that. So
God, this reminds me of college.
What?
That's what they did. That was what they did at the U of A. Was if you parked in a wrong spot, they just
carve
right
it,
on
right.
your wheel. Yeah.
So it's this large. The actual
Just a big
padlock.
padlock.
Is literally about like this large.
We're ghetto back
How
there.
thick is
It's,
One of those like
It's
middle
about
school
maybe
locker
an
ones.
inch and a half or so. It's a huge padlock. Like this thing was meant
How big
purely.
is the lock itself? Like the key.
The keyhole. It looks like it's like
Like
a church key,
weasel-sized?
like a church key size. So the church key maybe a good like
Oh,
6
okay.
inches. The keyhole itself is pretty large.
Okay.
Just give.
I just wanted to know, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So the lock, the padlock itself
Okay.
is huge and thick, and it looks like it's meant for the purpose of
There isn't a keyhole that's like this big.
No.
Do I
Because
fall?
I can pick that.
Because we were starting to move, right?
You started to move. Make a balance check. Acrobatics.
so is this? This is halting the wheel completely, right?
Right. So it's now going
Nice. Did you
It's a
get
9.
that down your?
a 9. You don't
going that
fall.
fast.
You don't
Yeah.
fall off, but you do fall off the wagon. I'm sorry, the barrel.
I
You don't
get
fall off, but
wasted
you fall
again.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, you fall off the barrel. So you're actually landing right there where Jorgen is. Oh.
What the? What was that?
did I
Jordan's
say
like, "Oh."
about stopping on a bridge?
Did you say that?
I want to
Yeah.
try
Oh,
to
I'm shouting from the back of the
bash
caravan.
this lock in with my mace.
Okay,
How do you
you're
touch the man?
on the wagon itself. So let's.
What
Let's.
do we see?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm in the back of the caravan.
You see this guy walk up and put a lock on your wheel.
Well, we see it.
You
okay.
you three see that.
Son of a bitch.
You two see you feel the wagon stop and you see this guy out in front, and every now and then he keeps looking down the way to see if things are going. He's going to whistle. Everyone roll initiative.
Yes, and then I'd beach.
Oh man, jumping right into it.
You're rolling real extreme.
Hey, you're in timeout.
I'm using my
Use
thing.
my dice tray if you want.
I don't want to use yours anymore.
Oh damn!
Oh.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well played, sir. That's very nice. And that's 14 initiative.
Nobody asked you yet, Jimmy.
Yeah, shut up, Jingle.
Shut up.
Jesus.
What the hell, guys? Wait your turn.
14.
Some people may even roll higher than you.
I love how you immediately just like cut through.
Jeez, man. And all I've been doing is getting my good night's sleep.
That is true. If anything, you had been the quietest.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I've been real nice this morning.
This morning.
How this works. I've got some putty here. I hope it actually
They're
stays.
very nice
This
wagons.
is intense.
We've been
Wow.
traveling in style.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you have you've been under the employ of one of the wealthy members in Galentia.
He's paying us quite fairly.
That's a
He is
sexy
paying us
looking wagon.
very well.
So you, Donash, are right here. Amalthea, you've gone forward some. So I'm going to put you right here behind this.
Yeah, that's
thing.
kind of where I envisioned it.
Camille's in the back. I'm going to put her.
Is this real? Is
Oh,
this actually real?
this is the
north?
front.
Yeah,
This is the
that's-
front.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
All right.
That's neat. I like that.
Trixie,
We're
you're in the
basically
back.
in the covered wagon.
Oh my god. Here, I'll help you out. I'll help you out.
Thank you.
Just see this like all lighting up.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm going to put
Forgot to put on the parking brake.
I'm going to put Muggsy right there right now.
What?
Just
What?
drop perfectly.
Yeah, it's all sorts of fun.
It's all
here.
part of the plan.
All part of the plan.
See, Muggsy, that's you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's
in
good.
the little box over there. You
Come
see
on,
that?
come on, come on.
Yes, you are. You're
It's a
not.
nice little
Alright.
squeeze it down.
That guy is right there.
She can hack.
You're a little. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
a
I mean,
little hillbilly
you know.
now.
There you go. And you guys are getting all nice and cozy in the back of that cart there.
Currently,
Apparently we are. I can't see it.
Yeah.
currently, Skeet is with you, Trixie. I'm gonna put,
Yay.
and you
In
have
the-
the gentleman.
we have a
back there.
creatures box outside the carts. Just everything we've collected.
All right, I'm gonna put this right here so you guys know where. Oh, let me show this off. This coin was designed by Devin Rue and
awesome.
made by Campaign Coins, and I'm gonna use
Awesome.
it as a marker.
That's legit.
Let's see. Where's
Right
the
here,
camera?
right here,
Where's the
right here.
camera?
Right here, bud.
See which direction.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, okay. That works right there. Boom. So that's your north. You're on the middle of the wagon, and you have been car booted.
Dude.
All right.
Tut tut tut. Tut tut tut. How dare they?
Okay. Well, I'm now
Whoa.
face to reins here.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you like my initiative check?
Yes, I would.
I've already forgotten.
Okay, so 20 up.
17. No, just kidding. That's not 20 up. Woo! Okay.
No one 20 up?
Yeah.
it is.
Okay.
No.
15 up.
17.
17. All right, 10 up.
14!
12.
12.
So, do we kill him? Just kidding.
Do
That's a valid question.
Murder? Yeah.
They started by
Fine.
shit. We will end it.
I would say yes, but only if Jingles knows how to undo this lock. It's probably magical. Well, you could find out if it's magical.
I was gonna say, if anything, when it comes to locks, I might be able to blow it up. But this is the first line of defense
I've
right
broken
here.
into a lot of things in my life.
I would say
Alright.
we just deal with them and
Deal
then
with the people
lock
first,
is
yeah,
pretty
deal with
much
the people
secondary.
But I do think we should get off the bridge.
So,
Yeah, we should.
as he whistles, you hear commotion
Other people. But
all over.
Oh, scheiße.
Oh.
We should have seen this coming.
But do we kill them though? Like
Oh, please. You don't have to worry about me. When they started,
I'm fucking
No,
I'm fucking-
they're outnumbered. We can kill them now.
Yeah.
Or we're outnumbered.
It's just a matter of numbers. Like, if you come with friends, then yeah, we'll fuck you up. If you're by yourself, though, have some dinner. Fair enough.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Question: since I've been drinking all night, do I have any of that +1?
You do.
Sweet.
Since he's been drinking all night, does he have any disadvantage?
No, this is part of my situation. If anything, you guys want me to be drunk all the time.
Technically, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna leave that off there.
Left and right.
this is our new theme song.
Yeah, I'm just crunk. Like I'm just like you're. This is me in game. This is me. Yeah. It is so good.
Yes.
But yeah, like that's anytime you guys hear the music, it's just Donna going. You're like, you know,
Squeaky, squeak,
we wouldn't keep him around if it wasn't so goddamn catchy. Like, and he always seems to be like right on time with everything.
Okay. First up is the bandit captain.
Ah, crap.
He is going to
Fatty.
see you. Think that maybe you have a predicament with your blindness,
That's a kind of way of putting it.
and he's gonna go right up to you.
Is he really gonna take advantage of the blind guy?
No. He's like, here, let me help you off. He's like, I feel you have a predicament.
See, now we have no problem kicking his ass.
Right.
He's established himself as a
I mean, if
classic
anything-
douchebag.
If anything, he's strategic. You know.
He's going to take 3 attacks on you. Oh, he's a bandit captain. And first one is
let's kill him first.
Right.
13.
Let's kill him.
Nope.
Okay. Second is 13 again.
Nope.
And it's going to be 16.
Yes.
Third one will hit.
I hate it. That's fine.
dare
That's
you.
okay. Yeah, if you're gonna be tenacious enough to try and hit 3 times, you deserve at least 1.
Okay.
That's fine.
6 damage to you with the
Well,
scimitar.
I take it back. That guy can go fuck himself.
Donish, it is in fact your turn.
Great. So, from that, how does he hit me and where does he hit me?
He's hit you on like your leg, basically.
I
You're
got it.
you're up on the wagon there. Drogon's kind of moving off to the side, watching him head over to where you are.
I go, you hit a blind man! And then I pull out this one of the spore bombs that I have, and I just shove it into his eyes.
Okay, make a touch attack right there. That's a
Adds an 18.
18. That will hit.
Great.
So go ahead and he's blind.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
He's blind for 1 round, correct?
And I go, all right, an eye for an eye then. And then with the bonus action, I just headbutt him.
Okay.
Natural 20.
You crack his skull.
Feeling good today, guys. I don't know what happened, but the dice is in my favor, and now they never will be again.
Yeah, you've gone and crushed yourself.
Right.
Roll damage.
All right.
Double the dice.
I will, sir. You don't have to tell me twice. Okay. That is 16.
What that was with your head?
Yeah, that cave his fucking nose in.
Hold on. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Martial arts. 1d4 plus 4. Double the dice. I rolled a 4. So that's 8 plus 8 is 16.
You double
No,
the
you double the dice.
Only the dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
it's
double my
actually
dice.
the
Plus 4.
Okay, fair enough.
Which is
Still
12.
solid. That's
Oh, yeah,
a
do I still-
damn good hit.
Come on, let
with
me
your
keep his face in.
he doesn't see it because he's blinded.
Right.
And he's coughing out this weird fume, right? Because of the
Sure.
the spores and whatnot. And he just goes, "How about them?" And you hear all from the outside from
He's
the
like
bushes.
eating us.
Next up is Jingles.
Okay, all right. So I'm at the back of the caravan. I have no idea. I just see all of these douchebags pop out, right?
Well, we also saw him put the path.
Is that what he says? I just see all these douchebags pop out, right?
Douchebags.
Who's
pop out of
first?
nowhere.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Did I see the bandit captain? Is that the skinny guy?
The skinny guy that you saw.
He's in the front, so we
He's
saw
in the front.
the
You see the
guy
thug.
in the back.
You see the fat guy?
Yeah.
See the fat.
Fat guy
Okay,
in
don't
a
eat anything.
little coat. Hey, he's trying to kill us. I think
Yeah,
it's okay
we
to
can-
insult
yeah.
him a
Is
little
it
bit.
okay word?
Yeah, we can identify him.
If you guys want to use me as cover, you can, because I'm in the back with you.
Okay.
I'm
You're
switching this guy to this guy because that's the fuck right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit the punch. Go for the punch.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right. So
Foolboy is his name. How'd you know? Yeah.
I think I am going to make a grand display, and I'm going to come out. And
Of the wagon, jump up.
I'm not jump down, but I'm going to stand kind of towards the back of the wagon in the
Okay.
entrance. And I am going to ready a firebolt. No, I am going to ready burning hands.
Okay.
So I'd like to ready that
Very
as an
specific.
action. Yeah, very specific. So I'd like to ready that, and I'd like to start charging those flames up in my hands. And I'd like to look at all of them. I'd like to make eye contact all around. I dare you.
All right, make an intimidation check.
All right.
Please. Please. Please.
Bandits.
So
You want my dice?
As
Really
I'm,
good today.
as I'm saying it, I hiccup.
All right.
So that's a 6.
Okay. They all seem pretty. They don't even really care. They have like a mission at hand, and they're gonna go after it. So,
All right. Yeah. So as soon as
alright. Holding your action for.
yeah, holding my action for
someone
when
gets
one of
closer.
them approaches,
Okay.
because they look like they're pretty good triangle
All right.
right there.
Amalthea, you're up. Camille's next to you.
Geometrically speaking, tragizing.
She's next to me.
Yes. She's waiting for you to just give her the go ahead.
So this dude, is he writhing on the floor kind of thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
Oh yeah, she is a. No, she's
Um,
good.
No, she's
Well,
in the
no,
back.
no,
Oh,
go
she's
ahead.
in the back.
She was in the back, but she would have moved up with you. My apologies.
Hyland is doing some impressive
You know, this is
acrobatics.
beautiful.
Island had
A
some
little
of Don
inconvenient,
Ash's
though.
wine.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna put her right here. She's right here. Why not?
Goodness gracious.
She can easily jump up now. You hear
You
them.
control
I'm doing
the dragon.
acrobatics.
Can't you like jump down like
Just like doing this
prone
like
him or
weird push
whatever
or
it
something.
is?
If he hits, yeah, absolutely.
Wait until I get my second rep in. You're fucked.
Did you tell about Jingles right now?
Yeah. She should have given an advantage for like curling iron back there.
Just hanging out this side.
Right. What's happening? What's going on?
Amalthea.
Camille's gonna jump down
All right.
and grab hold of
Some bandit tail. You're gonna go after the main guy here, the main bandit captain.
Yes.
He's the closest one. All right. He will get advantage 1 for pack tactics to attack. Because
Oh, she will get advantage.
she will, yeah,
Right,
because of
okay.
Donash.
I was gonna say, because he's
Rip out his throat.
Oh!
Yeah, you
Yes.
did. It counts.
It counts.
It counts.
Natural 20.
All right, natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and
A
roll damage.
lot of those
Oh.
to
Roll
me.
damage, double the dice.
Very good. Thanks for that.
Ah,
Now, you can actually go ahead and roll
yeah.
your
17
double
of
dice
them to be
too. So.
exact.
Okay.
So when you roll the dice, normally you can roll that again and then add your modifier. For Camille,
Yes.
she has.
I read my own stuff.
She kills him.
We killed one of them! That was a critical hit.
Holy shit.
Oh,
He's fucking
yeah, she's
huge.
2d4.
Yeah, that dude is
2d4, correct.
2d4. So
And-
then that'll be 44.
Sod it.
Yes, that would be 44.
Parents told him he could be anything because he became a
2
clown.
plus 1, that's 3. Plus 4, 7.
That's too many numbers.
Plus 2 is 9. 9.
9 points of damage
Dead.
plus the bonus for that.
What's the bonus?
44 plus 4 is that?
40.
No, I don't know. No, not
Oh.
44.
The
I thought you
bonus-
said it was 44. Is it
Oh.
Is it
bonus-
44.
No,
Jesus,
the
you
bonus
and
is
this guy in a
24.
blood.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no plus.
Well, I just rolled 4 times.
He just be,
I
he
mean, I
becomes a
understand.
goo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Just
What
this
are we?
for now.
What are we figuring
It's
out?
the wolf damage if there's an modifier. So you said 9 total?
Oh yeah, Wolf's in here.
I think so, yes.
Alright, 9 damage total.
Does 9 not kill him?
No.
Oh, wow, okay.
But he is prone now.
Yes.
The wolf
Got you.
and like grabs onto his shin and just
1.
he falls down, completely blind, and now falling down. He's
Is that
in
like
a bad
automatic hit and you get
There's
double a
morphine.
disadvantage at that point?
People melee, yeah, you get advantage to hit. And,
No, I mean, like, he's blind and prone. Is it, like, basically, like, an absolute hit?
It might actually be
Right.
so. And then plus 2, so 11. 11 damage total.
I want to hit him so hard that his mother feels it for Mother's Day.
Just what she wants to hear.
Yeah. I'm sure that she'd probably enjoy knowing that her son's not doing crime anymore. Maybe not by death.
I was about to say.
Galahad, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Call your
What are
mother.
you doing? That's what she sounds like.
Yes, Galahad's mother sounds like.
She's totally a bandit too. I'm picturing it now. It's
Right.
just the whole happy family of bandits.
So this is the.
Happy family of bandits. It's
Alright,
the bandits.
Okay, now you can go too. You have your attacks as well. You can jump down and.
I'm not gonna jump down, I'm gonna jump up. This.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my bow like this.
All right. Boom. You would, because he is prone. You'd have disadvantage to hit him
I would?
because he's on the ground.
Oh,
Yes.
then I'll jump
that's-
down and stab
all
him
right.
in the face.
All right.
Problem solved.
I see
roll to
disadvantage
hit.
and I raise you murder.
Right.
You have advantage to hit him on the ground.
Okay, good.
Double advantage?
No such thing.
He's blind
unfortunately.
too. He's not seeing it coming.
I mean, hold on.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I will, because there is a condition. I didn't bring the bag of.
It's
beer.
fine. It's fine. Disadvantage is good. Did you hit it?
23?
Is that weird? Yeah, I see.
Beautiful.
23. Okay. That's for your first attack. Your secondary attack too.
Eat his heart. Just
Freaking
rip-
Indiana Jones it.
Yeah, Makali Ma. And then show it to the rest of the band. Say, do you want this? And then take a bite of like an apple.
They clearly don't respond to
I'm like
intimidation.
ruining your day right now.
Okay.
We don't want to be worse than them.
I mean,
I want to do this ice dagger.
Oh, okay.
Scheiße.
Take it. And.
Because my marker was, I think it says 1d8 plus 1d4. Does that sound right?
For the ice dagger, it'll be on your magic card.
Magic card.
yeah, magic card. You alright? Whoa, Jesus.
Oh, it just says
Get out of me.
It just says an additional 1d4.
So,
Regular-
you got your 1d4, rolled 1d4, and then you added one more 1d4 to that. And that wasn't the crit though, right?
Is it?
Nah, it wasn't.
So
Crit
just
was the
2d4s?
2d4s for the ice dagger, correct?
And
Plus
then you
your,
add your
plus your
proficient.
Yeah,
dex.
and then your dex.
Oh, yeah, because she's proficient.
Okay.
This is all happening as she's going downstairs.
Yeah, she's doing all the calculations.
Yeah. Slow motion. I'm just like, oh.
3, 7,
carry the
plus
6.
4 is 11.
11 points of damage. That's not a
Close.
Yeah, that's very good for dagger.
Almost.
And you watch this shard of ice go across his shoulder where you stab him down. He tries to grab onto it, but you already pulled it out, ready for another blow. So you want to do another?
I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Brutal.
Do I have to do another attack?
You roll with advantage again because he's still on the ground.
For the record, as she's attacking him, I'm going, see? This is all my doing! A blind man! I'm taking all the credit for what she's doing.
Even though the guy heard,
right.
felt the bite. Yeah.
He's no
18.
18 does hit.
So,
Actually, he's going to. No, he can't. No,
he
go ahead.
can't.
He's going to scream his
Another 8.
daughter's name.
Another 8 points of damage.
Jesus.
All right.
His daughter's name.
Stab in the same spot, and you got a little bit deeper
Does he
now.
know his daughter's name?
Blood because it squirted out, and you just
Not his
just
first.
there.
Oh.
No, you're not getting up anytime soon. All right.
Most recent one.
Right.
The bandits in the rear, they are gonna go up to you all. So now they've triggered.
Oh, yes, they have.
Oh, they conveniently came into an exact triangle formation. Inverse bird migratory.
So close.
I couldn't say it quick enough.
And yeah, as soon as they
Okay.
all get themselves nice and bunched up, I would like to warrant you. And I would like to unleash a nice big second level burning hands.
Okay. They roll. They roll to save. Yes.
They roll to save, so it's going to be a dexterity saving throw, I believe. Let me double check. Burning hands, dexterity saving throw.
Please tell me that's what you say when you cast it. Burning hands.
First guy, second guy.
Second level, that is
Fourth guy.
1d6.
Half the fun of this stream is the story. The other half is the people watching us have trouble doing really small math. Because you're over here like, can I do 10? Okay. You're like nodding to the beat of your own brain thinking.
Your save is 14, correct?
14.
Okay. The thug does not make it, and neither does this woman over here.
Excellent. Okay. All right.
Because
So
you're inclusive.
I'm
yeah.
always inclusive.
Yeah.
So the ones who did not save take 13 points.
13
sorry,
points of
14 points of damage.
14.
The ones who do save take 7 points of damage.
7. Okay.
Jesus.
And that is
7, and
Glad that you've
this
got
guy.
a hot caboose back there.
This guy, the first guy here, just gets incinerated into ash, complete ash.
I didn't see it.
You did one.
Sorry.
I look around to see who else saw it.
I did. I was.
Did you guys see me like end that person's life?
The thug will yell, "Keep going, keep at him!" and begin to their attack. Even after,
Wow, these guys are dedicated.
and they're going to attack. The thug will attack woman in the front, Hylene. Yeah, the thug will attack Hylene
This right here.
with 2 attacks. Natural 1 and because of the burst of fire that he had, he kind of just brushes and starts to smack against the wood, missing both times. You almost don't even have to back up
I'm
in.
just gonna look at him. Like, really?
He wipes the burnt embers off of his face. That is the thug's turn. The other bandits here. So 1, 2, 3 still up. They're going to make their attacks. All on. Okay. 2 of them are going to make their attacks on you. Because you're up there. And you're the one do the source. 1 misses completely. One of them is going to be a.
Does he get like extra protection if he's standing behind me?
No.
Okay.
No. You don't have a feat for that. So 14 to hit.
Yes, no, sorry, that was a yes for
Okay.
me not getting
All right.
hit.
2 more swings and
Yes, he
misses.
stabs me in the throat. Awesome.
2 more swings and misses from the bandits there, and the last one, a natural 5. So they're just smacking against the wood and the canvas there. They're it looks like they're still almost wanting to hack this thing down though. They want to clear up enough space so they can all get on. But the flaming hands, yeah, right, yeah, did enough to thwart them this round. Donesh.
Mm-hmm. Is this guy still alive?
This guy's still
Not for long. So I'm going to take my trident out.
Okay.
And then double hand.
Okay.
Leap of faith.
Did you skip me and Trixie?
I'm
Because I thought Dinesh
Oh,
was
you probably
Oh,
did.
I wrote down Donesh twice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
Highlander.
Guys,
My bad. My bad.
2 turns this
I'm not gonna
entire
let you
game.
skip me, goddammit.
Donna?
Yeah, right?
Speaking of damage,
I don't exist today, guys. Sorry.
Highlander.
Okay,
Still keep a magazine.
I'm gonna turn
Fantastic.
really quickly. I'm gonna turn to Trixie and Jingles. Can you guys hold the wagon?
Please.
As
All I
he's
need to
burying
know.
people alive
So
with his
I'd like
hands.
to-
I'm just like letting the fire keep going.
I would like to start with an intimidation check.
Intimidation. All right.
That. Okay, so that was an 8.
8 plus. Natural 8
That was
plus.
no,
Oh,
it was
total 8.
5 total, 8 total. Yeah.
Okay. For the 4 that are there, they're going
These
to.
roll that one.
Catch me outside, bro.
All of them begin to just look at you. This tall, 7-foot woman, shining armor. Right after they had this blast of fire, and they begin to kind of just poise themselves, ready for whatever you're about to unleash. And just the shields up, their swords at a parry stance, and they're just waiting.
Okay, I'm gonna look the thug directly in the eye.
Okay.
I'm going to jump down from the wagon and just rush at him with my mace.
You got it. Roll to attack.
Oh, you got it. You're very delicate with how
I got
you
a natural
deal
20.
with them.
Boom! All right. Roll.
WTF, mate?
Alright, so
Roll
I've
damage.
got my mace is my 1d6.
Fucking
and then,
kangaroos.
okay,
I got it.
11.
You got it.
Got it.
11.
11 total?
Yeah, 11
Okay.
points of damage.
On the.
On the thug.
All of a sudden, middle school
Okay.
came rushing back. Like
You do land a blow on him, and he just. And all right now, does that? That's your.
That's
your
my
go.
turn.
Okay.
you hit him so hard, he started to kind of laugh a little bit. He's just a little scared. He didn't know what to do.
You landed now, but you're watching in horror actually as all these their eyes begin to just widen at the fact that the 7-foot tall woman just landed in front of them, striking directly head first into the thug bandit there. And
Bandit.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, Trixie, you're up. You're behind there. You just watched Highlander jump off.
Alright, I'm going to come this direction and poke out from behind the glass wagon
Okay.
and go for that guy.
Oh god.
To my left.
This one?
Sure. That
There's a
was
woman and then there's
the one all the way to the left.
Okay,
that
right,
one.
alright.
But I'm not getting out, I'm just going from behind.
Okay, you can.
Oh, you're instant in the wagon still?
Yeah.
Well, you're in the
How could
wagon
you not-
still.
Yeah.
You're in the
Are
wagon
you gonna
still.
shoot a?
I'm going to do Hex first. And then once I Hex that one, then I'm going to do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay, cool. Let me. My rings.
What ability score you hexing?
Ooh, what should I do? I'll do Strength.
That's probably going to be the most useful one.
Strength. Okay. Excellent for any strength checks, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. That sucker is X.
It's like
Got a
you
big
fixed.
pink
Yeah.
hula hoop.
He's like, fuck!
That'd be a cool
How am I supposed to
spell.
fight now?
Idea. Petty
Level-
revenge.
it's gotta be like a level 9
Oh,
spell,
shit.
but that's
And I hit for a 23.
you do hit for 23. That is an immediate hit. How much? Oh, 20 damage?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Liquefy his insides.
Let me
Yeah.
insight check that.
Eldritch
11
Blast.
damage.
11
like
damage.
22. Oh,
With your
better.
crossbow?
No, with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, you watch another bandit just take a full Eldritch Blast to the face. You see it on you now. See it up to your left there, right at your peripheral, and just land on the ground. So you have the hex. It's
Just look over my shoulder, Trixie, and like,
yeah. You can move the hex.
I love the
I
paladin's
can
like,
move it as
you
a
took
bonus
away her
action.
head.
Okay.
Good job.
Oh, you.
Hey,
Oh,
you
because
can
bonus action too.
on
You cast it,
death?
right?
Thanks.
Yeah, it's
Not
bonus
good
action, and then on a kill you can use a bonus action to move him first to a new creature.
Okay.
So next bonus
Next,
action.
got it.
yeah.
Got it. And you can use your bonus action ahead of your action too. So, all right, cool.
It pays to read, folks.
Huh?
Be literate.
Excuse me?
That's our message.
That's our
This message is
message.
brought
That's
to you
our-
by the letter W.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the number
Letter
20.
M for
The
murder.
bandits
Yeah.
in the front, they're all going to run up here. This one's going to go right up to you. Actually, no, he's got a...
Is he really? Because I feel like us basically just devouring this
have
guy's
These
entire
dudes are-
being.
Yeah, these dudes are persistent.
Apparently.
They just got like
Yeah.
fireball
They
to the
really
face,
want
followed by
our
a
wine.
7-foot-tall woman.
Right.
This person, attack opportunity, because she came into my...
You don't have the symptom. So you would if you had sympathy.
Oh, right. You don't have to
Only
look at it.
only when you leave.
Sentinel.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
So these two here are
These
going to
three?
fire their bows at you,
Oh,
Danesh.
please. Please.
They don't know.
Please.
Please fire at me.
Make my day.
Okay, so natural 14, natural 15. So I assume that they
14
hit.
is my armor class.
Okay, so they both hit. They're
I
going
got
to
key
do,
points, bro.
You do, and they're going to do
Damn it.
normal.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and deflect missile both of those
Two.
guys.
And okay, so 7 on one and 4 on the other.
Okay. So, I need a D10 real quick. That's what I need to do.
So first one,
It's 5.
5 for the first one. That was what did I say? It was
I don't know.
4.
Oh, nice.
So that one does get reduced to 0.
Okay.
The other one is a 7.
You wanna do it for me? You did this once and it worked. Let's see if it does it again.
The 10
Yes!
reduces
You're
so.
fucking awesome. Your breath is lucky.
You can
What that shit smell like? Fortune.
You are actually they're right in your vision, and you can all of you hear it.
And then
Catch them.
back to both of them.
Roll. You have to roll to attack them. Yes.
No.
I think they're yeah.
Let me
that's-
do
is
it.
That's a key point. Caramel, that's a key point each if
I know.
you throw it back. Okay,
Yeah,
just
I
making
did.
sure. Okay.
Oh, I'm very well aware of that.
No, I think you don't have to spend a key point to catch them, correct?
Not
Or do
to
you?
catch,
not to
but
catch
just
them,
to
but just
throw
throw
them back.
back,
Yeah.
Correct.
I didn't roll that one.
You didn't roll that one as in you rolled it, but you didn't. I didn't see it. Is another one.
Yeah. No, it was a 3. It was a natural 3.
Oh, you have 2 coins there. I'm just.
Ah, no. All right, sure. I got those. All right, the second one's a 17.
Okay.
The first was a warning shot. The second one's in your throat.
You kind of fling it, and it's kind of just goes a
Yeah.
little wide. 17.
You know what? Actually, can I just instead of looking like I threw it back, I just toss it to the side?
Well, I mean, you have to now.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Let's still make it look cool at least. The second one's a 17, and I throw that at the guy who that arrow came from.
And I believe that.
You pick. Dealer's choice.
Oh, doesn't matter. This guy is going to take the 7 damage, right?
Yeah.
It's the same amount of damage, right? Or do you have to roll?
Give me 3 seconds. You know what?
Because it's
otherwise-
Xanthars, right? No, main one. Main one.
You make this attack with proficiency, so it's
Yes.
I have to make the attack.
Okay. So then you roll damage.
Damage for what is a projectile weapon?
What was a
D8 with my proficiency.
I think it might be. I think you might be able to count it as a monk weapon. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm proficient with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is a 4.
4 damage total, including the plus. You rolled 2? Is that what you rolled?
Oh, I'm sorry. 6.
6. Okay. I saw the roll. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 damage. To bandit number.
Yeah, missile counts as a monk weapon.
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially on the
there.
hit points.
So I just
Minus
Oh, I
7.
also get +1. It doesn't matter. God damn. Is it +1 to
You do.
attack too?
You do.
So that's
Drunk,
8, 7. So it's exactly what he did to me. I'm throwing it right back.
Okay, 7. Yeah. Double check on your card.
Gotcha.
All right, cool. That is those 2 bandits there. This half orc is going to go right up to you, Amalthea.
You should stay inside the wagon.
And he's gonna fail with a natural 9. +3, so
Stay
12.
inside the wagon.
All right. you see it.
You see a
He's
mace
swinging
going.
wide, and he just kind of brushes right by your hair.
I'm like, oh, you related to Ando?
I was like, what?
Wow.
And then you just crock him and right the.
Okay, the one on top is going to attack you, Donash, and natural 16, so that
Yeah.
would hit you for 3 damage from her,
Okay, just
and then
Tell me that.
the other guy down below is going to attack you too. That's going to be a 15.
Yeah, his.
Okay. 7 damage from him. From this guy right here. Who I can't put on the wagon, but he's up there. Jorgen at this point has actually
I can't do math, guys. It's
run
bad.
off the wagon.
It's hard. I was a creative person. It's left brain, not right brain.
I'm gonna put Jorgen over here. He's running away.
Donish, how you doing up there?
Kill these bastards.
Okay. It is now the captain's turn. He's going to use half his movement
Still
to
alive?
get up.
Yeah, right?
Can he?
Yes, he can. He's got 2 swords in his hand. He's going to look at all of you, and
What is this?
Something.
he's going to attack. 1 for each of you. Donash, Camille, and Amalthea. First on Camille, nothing. Donash, same thing, roll natural 2. And natural 11 on Amalthea plus a 5.
He's
so
blind.
60.
Oh, he gets disadvantage too. He
60.
is blind. He gets
He
disadvantage.
does. He
So
does get-
it doesn't even matter.
Well, let's just try. 11 would have hit because 17 and 11 does hit.
Okay.
11 plus 5, that is 60. That does hit.
Yes.
Okay, that does hit you.
Roll
Sorry, I
another
tried.
11?
No, I rolled
Oh,
11 and 17 because I rolled at disadvantage, but
Yeah.
that one was.
He's
you take-
just flailing wildly. You can't predict where he's
You
going.
take 9 points of damage and sinks
9?
a scimitar
Holy
right into
shit.
your shoulder.
You go, how are you doing, Malthea?
Camille just begins to growl, and it is now down at his turn.
Great. So I'm gonna go ahead and take
You
my
have now
trident.
2 people right next to you. To your kind of like flanking.
So if I was to jump off this wagon, they get attack opportunity.
All of them would, including the captain.
Oh.
No.
Well, no, if I'm jumping off the wagon to hit. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, you would still get.
But I don't need to, because I can just stab from where I am. Okay, great. So I'm gonna take my for my trident.
You said you jumped off the wagon anyway, didn't you?
No, that was before my turn. That was when you were gonna give me 2 turns.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so it didn't actually happen.
Okay.
But I appreciate it though.
You want to
Yeah. I'll take it as inspiration in lieu of that. Instead,
How does that work?
I take the trident and I just spin and thrust into his throat if I can.
Okay.
Into the captain's
Roll,
throat.
roll to attack.
Oh, but I get advantage, right? Because I get advantage and +1 because he's still blind.
You get.
How does
Yes, you
16
do.
sound?
You do.
Both 16. So 17.
That will hit.
Great.
17.
Yeah.
He's actually going to take his reaction. Take his scimitar. He sees you.
He sees me?
He feels you. Much like you have an ability, he can feel something. So he's like, something's gonna happen, and he does this. He's going to. You know what? I'll tell you what. Don't
Okay.
roll with advantage. Oh, sorry, disadvantage. Okay. He would normally parry you right now,
Okay.
but you made a valid point. So you do sink it in. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah! Logic, folks. That also.
Next time, gadget.
Thanks for the spore bombs, bro. You gave those to me. Jeez. Okay, so D8 plus 2. Ah! Okay. Well, how does a 9 tickle your fancy?
That's like a baby goat noise.
I do that as I stab him.
Baby goat does not take.
That was better, wasn't it?
Spot on.
Baby goat does not hit. All right.
What? Oh. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Is it really not hit?
No, because you said what? It was-
No, you hit him.
I
already.
hit him with
Damage.
damage.
I'm sorry. How much damage did you roll?
9.
Guys, for the record, the cold shoulder is a strong drink.
I know. We're all way.
No, I swear I'm trying to keep track. I swear.
No, I feel you. By the way, the last hit, I said it was a 7. That was a 6 a while ago. Remember that? So
Yeah,
you can
yeah, yeah,
reduce
yes.
1. That was a 9 just now.
This is
Gil,
all right.
also, I'm pretty sure I had 1,000 gold in my inventory.
Sure.
And
You're
then,
level 22.
and then at that point, with it firmly in his throat.
It's kind of like you hit the sides of his neck
Gotcha.
with the tines of the trident. So
So
you're there.
for a bonus action, I would like to palm the back of the trident
Kind of give him a choke.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and.
with advantage because he's blind.
Yes.
Thank God. I'm so glad I did that. It doesn't really matter because it's still just a 9. Wait. Yeah, it's an 11.
11. Okay, no. You do that, but he has a hold in it, and so he kind of moves
He
with
just
it.
flexes his neck. He's like, no, bro.
No.
Not
He
today.
kind of moves with it, and you actually see this trident in front of you, so you back up a little bit. including the half orc there, which is kind of like, what just happened?
Yeah.
It is now Jingle's turn.
Okay.
No, I guess not.
Nope.
All right. So these guys have
Totally
been
a
like,
flesh wound.
yeah, these guys have been like smacking around. They've been trying to, kill me and stab my friend. Where Hylanay is in front and Trixie is.
I'm in the back of the
Okay.
back wagon. Front
All
of
right.
the back wagon.
So would you say that Hylanay, because I can't quite see from here, would you say that Hylanay is within 5 feet of me, or is she 10 feet from me?
I'll say she just jumped down. You're in there. The bandits were really close to you, so you're within 5 of her.
Okay, all right. In that case, I am going to change my plan of action. I would like
Thank
to.
you. I appreciate that.
I would like to.
Sorry. I thought I should.
I'm going to pull out my rapier and fling blade song.
Oh, are you
with,
gonna say
the
excuse
nice
me while I whip this out?
You do hear, Highlander, you hear a vibration behind you, and you know that
Except it
it's...
sounds more like.
So I'm gonna pull that out. I'm gonna hold it out, and I'm going to make my little flourish.
I hear that song.
And I would like to. If I go up, is that going to put me out of the range of all the bandits around me? Is that going to provoke an opportunity attack if I go up, or am I still within range of them?
You would get 2.
Okay.
You wouldn't get the thugs, but you would get 2. 2 on the side that are close enough. They're technically flanking Highlander right now.
Okay,
all
alright.
3 of them are right there. She's got her back to the wagon.
So there are 3 of them?
Yeah. So in other words, you wouldn't be able to necessarily like jump down also because
Yeah.
they're all occupying the.
I mean, you could jump on my shoulders,
That makes
but
sense.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
No, I'll save that for the next round. So what I would like to do is I would like to send a pulse of
Sorry,
arcane
I got
energy
myself
through the tip of my sword and have it travel up and then burst into 3 little arcane missiles that I would like each missile
Okay.
to target a thug.
Magic missile.
Magic missile, so auto hit, so it's going to be, this one's going to be for each of them. I just have to find a d4. Where's my really sharp
Target
d4?
thug sounds like the
No,
retaliation
Okay, I
song.
need to borrow yours. It fell into the abyss. Alright. I'm going
Fuck
to
it,
need,
Louise.
okay,
Yeah,
so that's going to be
target
3
thug.
plus 1. So the first one is a 4. First one is 4 damage. Second one is 2 damage.
Sounds like
And the third one is 3 plus 1, 4 damage. So a 4, a 2, and a 4.
Nice.
And you can pick the order because I can't see them.
You can pick
The first guy. He falls down. He dies. The second guy, this guy here, he takes 2 damage from that, and the thug will take 4. Excellent. It sinks into their like mid chest, and you see the energy crack. Highland, you actually see this in front of you too, but you're still poisoned already. Like you know what's going on behind you, and you see the.
And then the last little maneuver I'll make because what the heck, I got one of them. I would like to, now that I'm blade singing, a little extra acrobatic. I would like to reach one hand up and grab onto the roof of the caravan, and I would like to kind of kit myself up onto the top.
Like Errol Flynn.
Like an Errol Flynn move. I will roll for that.
Oh, well,
Well, good thing, because you shall roll for that. Does he make that noise?
This is interesting. So, make an athletics check.
Okay, all
Where's
right.
the wagon?
For the strength of my slender arms.
Oh, okay.
This is why I don't use this one.
Which might be bad.
You're
Well,
gonna just
maybe.
go flinging off of the wagon,
7.
aren't you?
7.
Yeah, it's a 7.
All right. You
Thank you for the
attempt to do that. You just fired off your magic missile, right? You look around. You see the wagon has a few barrels and casks in right now. You get one of those to vault yourself up, and in doing so, you grab onto the thing. You think you've got it, and then you realize you don't. You know where
I don't got it.
and you fall down onto the wagon, and then also down onto the ground right in front of everyone. You're gonna
Trixie laughs.
You're gonna
Do I
take
hear
5
Trixie
damage
laugh?
from that fall,
Oh!
and you're prone right in front of this guy. Right
Oh no! Take it easy.
That was supposed to go differently.
Okay.
Just. It's like you just lost all the
I
breath in your
have
lungs.
got the wind knocked.
Amalthea, it's your turn.
Quick question,
Mhm.
Camille.
Did I see that?
She's still my bonus action, or is she like her own separate person?
She's technically her own separate entity, but so you have your normal stuff, right? You can do all the things that you can do, and you can also have her go around and
Brilliant.
chompy chomp.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Does it matter which?
Well, if you move away from the bandit captain, you will get an attack of opportunity
Oh
from
no, I don't want to do that. I was wondering because I want to put a hunter's mark on him.
on the captain.
Yes.
Yes, you may do so.
I think she was asking whether there's an
Whether I
order
could,
between
whether I
her
should,
or Camille.
yeah,
who goes
whether I should
first.
go first or second. Does it matter?
Oh, gotcha. No, that won't matter.
Don't matter.
That's a bonus
Combo
action anyway.
Batman.
Cool. All right.
Strategize.
So I'm gonna attack this man.
D&D, motherfucker.
Still-
Let's do this.
Still advantage, yeah.
Yes.
This is the D4. If we haven't said it before,
well-
don't
Why
step on
advantage?
D4s.
I got a
bomb- score bomb for
23,
blindness?
so
Oh, yes.
Up to a minute
Yes.
for 10 rounds, yeah.
A minute for 10.
what?
Or up to a minute, which is 10 rounds of blindness.
No, that one was supposed to be a one type. So it's 1 round. That
The Spore Bomb?
Yeah.
Is it 1 round? He's only blind for 1 round?
Yes. That's because normally if it comes off of the plant itself, onto
Even if I shoved it right in his eyes?
that was what we
Well,
had.
you've given us this advantage for a minute then, so I think you might need to change it to 5 rounds.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because we've been getting advantage the entire time because of the blind.
No, it was for 1 round. That was 1 full round.
Yeah, we've only done one.
I'm
Yeah,
done
we've only done
Oh,
one
fair
round,
enough.
yeah.
Fair enough. Sorry.
So,
Yeah, so that's
he
1
just
round
got up
for
and he
everybody.
wiped it
Yeah.
off. That one particularly because it wasn't a strong, potent thing. You grabbed it. Remember you rolled.
I got you.
rolled. Anyway, that's what you were able to grab. You only had 3.
Okay.
Go ahead. So you roll normally. But no, I'm sorry. No, yes.
I
You,
attacked him. Well, my first one is a 17. That's a 23. So
that hits. Yes.
So,
Roll damage.
so I'm gonna hit him again with an ice dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Do I still get to hit him twice?
No, just
once.
yes, normally. Yes, normally, yes. Yeah, twice.
Twice.
You yourself, you do hit twice. Just you don't get advantage.
Right, and then because until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon
Correct.
attack. That means I get them 2 d6s.
Yeah. Yes, for both attacks. Yes. 1
Yes.
d6 for yes.
Good.
Go
okay.
ahead. So your first attack. Go ahead and
First
roll
attack. There's a
lot of
your
things
2
going on right now.
2d4s and then your 1d6.
So
Yeah, we don't even know what's going on up at your end.
Really, we don't.
it's 2,
You're gonna need to in a minute because there's a lot of them.
Well,
6,
Well,
all things considered, it might take me a few
smash
seconds
cut
to recover.
smash cut to
and
Jingo's
then
like,
plus proficiency, right?
Plus your for
Embarrassing.
your attacks or your
Yes, for the damage.
for the damage.
Dexterity.
Just stick.
Yes. So that's 14.
14 to the bandit captain.
Yes.
14.
Did you?
on.
He's looking hurt.
He's
He's not
looking
dead.
hurt?
He's looking hurt.
He's like,
Okay.
ooh, that's
Oh,
smart.
and now I have to try another attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
How
He's
is
the crow you're fighting
a
your raven.
16?
16 to hit.
Attack.
Will hit. He's going to try to use his reaction at this moment, though, and turn his AC up by 2. He takes a scimitar, and it goes a little bit higher. You hit, but he just figures out how to take his take the glancing blow and circle his sword around. At this moment, you're fine. So you take you're done, but you don't get to roll damage. He parried it basically. He took his reaction to do that.
Okay.
By the way,
so
you-
I didn't do advantage on that attack roll.
No, you don't do it. But now, if you're going with Camille, she'll have attack advantage because of Ganache is next to the creature he's attacking. Also, you're next to it. He's got pack
Pack
tactics.
tactics. Legit.
And you can also you can prone him again.
And
like
when
an
he does
old
that, like,
90s
Yeah, it's like
commercial.
yeah, like 80s, 90s, like.
Nothing can stop the animals.
Please, 80s, 90s, best years ever.
I'm
I don't remember
Second
much of the
round?
80s.
Sure.
Just dropped it by mistake.
Sure, that's fine.
Well, no, it's a shitty roll.
Oh, then re-roll.
Honestly.
Wow, that works.
Honestly.
Going forward, though, if you do drop it into the thing, it'll be a roll.
Okay.
Only if it falls off the ground.
Okay, well, this
And only if
No
it falls
comment.
into
it's
an
bad
abyss.
anyway. So that's what 12 plus her proficiency, which
Mhm.
is it 2, 14.
14 to hit. Does on the first? Sorry, the attack for the wolf does not hit. 14 is just below. Okay, Mouse.
15 monster.
The bandits in the rear will go ahead and attack. So the thug, Kristen, will attack
Rear bandits.
Hylene twice.
Yes. Hylene, hold their attention.
Natural 20 and a natural
Beware the
16.
rear bandits.
Oh dear.
I know.
Natural 16 plus 4, so 20, a soft 20 and a natural 20.
Damn.
The
Soft
Good job, Hylene.
Never soft.
2d6 for the first natural 20, 3 plus 6, so 9, 2, and then for the other one is 4 plus 2, so 11, and then plus 6, so 17 total damage from you.
I'm making my calculator.
Okay.
What is it?
What is it?
17?
Yeah, so that's
23.
Yeah, I'm at 23 hit points now.
Nailed it. Why is it easier to do it yours when it is mine? When it comes to me, I'm just like,
Pressure, that's why.
no, that
Hylene, how many hit points do you have?
40.
My
I have
God.
40 hit points.
Yeah, she does.
That's literally more than 2 of Jingles.
Then it's a good thing they're hitting me and not you.
Okay. The
Pointing.
the
Right?
Yeah,
you
yes.
should.
Speak of the devil,
Yeah,
by
this
the way.
is right.
Wait,
This
I thought
guy-
you already hit me.
Jingles.
I thought they both attacked me.
this guy.
Oh, he had two.
He had
Okay.
2 attacks.
He had two
This guy
attacks.
is going to go down for you. He has
It's gonna
advantage.
go down on
Is that what
We've
you're
gone
creating?
through this. All right.
I
Fate
don't
of
know how to
life.
do that on Twitch.
Natural 19 and a 15 gets advantage.
Oh, okay. All right.
So he's
So
going
he
to
gets
do
the natural 19.
the natural 19.
Ouch.
He's going to do 6 damage to you total. And he sinks a dagger right into your thigh.
And that's when you get your breath back.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's all that's back there.
So 6.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh, this guy, yeah, he was cinders, that's right. Should leave him out there. Alrighty. It is Hylene's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna hit him with my mace.
The
The
thug?
thug that
Mhm.
just hit me a couple
Yep.
times. And that is a... That is a 14.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll damage.
That is 16.
16 points of damage?
Yeah, I get my +4 and then my attack bonus.
No, your attack bonus is just
Yeah,
just
that's just to hit.
To hit.
Okay,
Yeah,
well never
that's just
mind
to
then. Then it's 10.
10.
10 points of damage.
You take your mace. He's got a mace too, and he's like about to parry you. You're too quick though.
Ooh,
Blood begins to pour out of the crack in his skull and just
Ugh.
falls down.
gross.
As he falls down, you kind of let him go
She
from the
says
mace.
that. Ugh, gross.
I just like
He's dead.
The thug has fallen down.
wipe his blood off of my mace.
Alrighty.
That's not
Am I allowed to do?
fun.
Can I know I don't have an attack bonus,
It's icky.
but, or I don't have a bonus attack. But can I at least like look at the guy and do an intimidation check? The guy that just stabbed.
Flick the blood on him.
Oh,
Can I do
hardcore.
that? Okay.
Roll to intimidate.
All right.
See how well you
Oh
flick
my
that blood.
god. This is
That
how
is
HIV is
15.
passed. And then
15?
just throw it across.
To his morale. He looks down. His gaze is strictly on you.
And I'm just looking him dead in the eye.
His dagger's dripping blood.
That's
You notice
mine.
Jingles. You notice that Jingles is on the ground. You just said that from the ground, like, letting you know that he's still alive. Okay. He looks like he's well. You didn't do your gnosis yet. Your gnosis.
I haven't, but
Okay.
he's not fair fiend, so I don't think it's gonna work on him. What I was going to do.
No. The ability to find out if they're going to flee or not, what their morale is all
that's
creatures.
right. I can do that. Okay.
I thought
Now,
that's what
is
you were gonna
that,
do.
is that an action or a bonus action?
I think that's an action. So
Okay.
just
Yeah,
keep
I don't
in
have
mind.
that. Okay.
Alright.
But since I've scared him, does that give Trixie an advantage?
No.
Thank you.
Where's the shot though? Where's the shot?
Trixie, it is your turn though. You see this
Okay.
guy now shaking in his boots. His dagger is in his hand, just looking directly at Hylene. Maybe he's about to back up a little bit.
Oh, I'm gonna
Also, I
attack
think
him.
you watched him shank me.
Also that.
Good girl. Okay,
Not
just
let
making
people go.
just making sure.
I'm gonna try
Maybe
and
teach him
attack
like
him.
learn a lesson.
I'm gonna
Yes, I have to
I'm
show
gonna
off.
move my hex and then Eldritch Blast.
Okay. I'm just imagining how it sound.
Yeah.
18 to hit. Does hit.
8 damage.
8 damage.
No!
He's-
So close. I can see that.
He's shaking. He is so close to death. Just right there on the verge.
Like a hit point.
Someone kick him in the shin.
Sneeze in his face aggressively.
Oh. You do have a little tiny animal on your shoulder.
Yes!
Bite him in the jugular!
It's your bonus action.
Yeah. Oh, I bonus action to move my hex though.
Oh, okay.
Throw it into his mouth. And just like
I believe that's what
pours
it-
into his like insides and eats it through his way through, like Alien. That's what his whole playing is. That's what he could do.
Don't do that.
Sorry, that'd be amazing. Could you imagine? We have no.
we?
We have we have no idea what he's capable of. What if that's what he does naturally?
What Skeet does, and it's a
Yeah.
good thing we're giving
He
him
just
that.
he just crawls into the insides and comes out of the front. Oh man! Come on. Sorry, is that
We're
weird that I
not
got so excited?
It's all good.
No one else wants to
I
see
got-
Skeet covered in blood
Yeah.
and intestines.
If you don't kill him, I'm gonna. So it's all good.
Okay, so
Oh my
technically you
God.
did use your bonus action when you have him equipped to you. However, Muggsy is a separate thing. Just giving you a whole thing, but you have to call out to him in
I don't
command.
think he's very skilled in combat.
He's
yet.
in a
He can just like
he
run
really
people
isn't.
down though. I mean,
He
he's like,
really
just a
isn't.
big,
I think
like,
he just has to
solid-
like run into it.
I mean,
You
he
just-
would
yeah, you
probably-
just
I
throw
think
him at him.
He could
If
probably
he has,
throw
like-
people.
If he was gonna lift something really, really heavy,
That's right,
then
yeah.
maybe
Have
either
him, like,
step
lift
on
a
the
boulder.
person or just
Alright.
gotta
Yeah.
drop it.
It is going to be the
Or
bandits in the
advantage
front now.
now. Hold and grapple.
I'm
Oh no,
sorry,
he's the
five.
These two are going to
Good,
shoot
good.
their bow again at you, Donash.
Wait, so Skeet's not doing anything?
No,
I
because
used
she
my
used
bonus
her
action.
bonus.
I used my bonus action to move the hex.
I was so goddamn excited.
I know.
We could tell.
Now I got a cool pain. This is great. I really.
Alright.
Man.
First one on you,
It's okay.
second one on you, natural
It
2.
wasn't
So
you, it
both
was
of these, you feel the arrows whiz by you. They're whizzing by you. They haven't hit you.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Okay.
And these two have gone their way. The half is going after you again.
Those half
He's kind of angry. Whoa! Natural 9 plus. He's got a little bit.
I love these
Not
bandits
much.
that just can't hit, except for the
13?
one that stabbed me.
No.
They're like stormtroopers.
He
You especially like him.
he has so much power in his swing
He hits the captain by mistake.
that you move back and he embeds his axe into the metal. And it just kind of vibrates there. He's like, oh, with again his eyes wide. It's currently stuck, but he's not for long. It is now. Oh, these two here are going to attack you, Donash.
I do too.
Okay, natural 5 and the natural 17 will
Yeah,
hit
that
most
was-
likely. That one's going to do a 7 points of damage to you, one of them.
Alright.
With a sword.
Alright. Okay. Great.
Jorgen is you can kind of still feel Jorgen on the very, very edge of your vision there. And he's just kind of like, just scared about the whole thing. He doesn't really have anywhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to watch. The captain, again. He's gonna look at you now. You've been the source of all of his problems. We're make full 3 attacks on you. Natural 1 and a natural 18, natural 17. That's going to be 2 attacks on you with. Okay. His first attack is going to deal 7. No. 8 points of damage.
How are you doing? Well, hold on. Don't add just yet because he's got more.
And 7
Hold that back.
plus 7. And he
15?
misses his third attack.
I got 7 left.
Right. Literally, I got 8.
And you, as you're watching the half-orc embed his axe, the bandit captain, sorry, finds 2 attacks, opportunities, if you will, but not really as far as the rules go. Just, and you finally turn around for the third one, and he swings just barely within like your mid area. It is now Donna's turn. You watch this pirate captain just wildly swing now. He wants something.
quick question out of character. Amalthea's turn is last.
Amalthea's turn is middle, right after Jingles.
Okay. Okay. You'll be fine. After seeing him wildly thrash at Amalthea, some rage gets built up within me. And I take out my lute, and I just look at him. And I go, now you die. And I just strum dissonant whispers at him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and roll for that.
What's
Will be 3d6.
What he has to make a save, correct?
He does. Yes, he does. Wisdom saving throw.
That's what I thought. I rolled a natural 3, and there's no bonuses to that.
Sweet. Okay, great. Because now he takes 9 points of damage.
Psychic damage, correct?
Mm-hmm. Psychic damage.
You...
And he has to use his reaction to flee as far as possible.
Correct. This is your moment.
Fantastic. I want his head to explode, from what I've said.
You watch, actually. Donish, you can just see the pain as his face kind of contorts. You watch blood pour out of his ears, out of his nostrils, out of his mouth, out of his eyes. And he drops his swords. He goes to compress his head as if something was pulling it apart. And suddenly you see a thin line. As he just blood pours out, and he falls down. Camille takes this opportunity and begins to splash all the blood everywhere, pulling it all over the bridge, and just you can hear the drops below.
That's metal.
And then I play metal.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that was like all the pent-up rage from like my trip last night.
All right.
And then as a bonus action, I pluck a G, just a really bright G, and then I give myself healing word.
These two are looking like they're going to flee. They're just after seeing that whole thing, they're kind of like walking down the steps of the wagon.
Oh, they are?
They're about to. They're about to.
Okay. Yeah.
Jingles, it's your turn.
Well, hold on. I'm giving myself healing word real quick.
Okay.
That's a bonus action. So that's 9. Oh, you don't need to know that. Sweet.
9 damage to me?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Jingles.
All right. I'm gonna take
You're on the
this.
ground.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this moment of inspiration. Would you say the bandit captain is kind of standing over me, having stabbed me in the leg?
It's not the bandit captain.
Sorry, the thug. Thug.
The thug is dead. The bandit captain is dead. This thug currently is the only one on your side left standing.
Okay.
And what do you ask?
Is he's standing over me? I'm
He's
assuming
standing
he
over,
just
but
like shanked me in the
he's
leg.
focused right now on Island Aid.
Excellent.
After having that whole thing just happen of just the mace going embedded into the thug's head and then.
That's perfect. While he's distracted, I would like to summon all of my power, and I would like to kick him as hard as I can in the nuts.
Hold from prone?
Yes.
Just like a pop.
Yeah,
Oh,
literally
nice.
just wham.
Do you have like fire feet?
He's got
Yeah.
slick
Yes,
shoes.
give me time. Give me time. I'm gonna do
feet.
something. Yes, burning feet. Yeah, give me time.
Okay.
He's got
Make an attack.
neuter strike though.
All right.
Neuter strike.
Neuter strike. Yes. Oh, dude, that's a 10.
You don't have a.
I have no coin.
I cast
It's my
Swift
bad leg.
Vasectomy.
It's my bad leg. I just got stabbed.
You miss him.
What are you doing?
But propel yourself into a flip and
Yeah, I'll try and recover, and I'll use my movement to stand up, so
Okay.
I'm no longer prone.
Prone. All right. You do so. You are up.
Excuse me, sir. That was quite rude.
All right. Amalthea,
Yes.
Someone else kick his ass.
your go.
Okay.
You just watch the captain. Now your thing can be moved as well.
I'm sticking that on the ogre.
Ah.
Orc.
You got it.
Yeah.
Transfer's over. Camille, just wait for your command.
Is that Camille?
Well-
Pretty good.
What is that? Was that Cephalon?
So, Neo goes after him.
Okay.
He's got, I don't know. He's got a lot of power. I think I feel like I'm putting him in too much danger. But I can heal her anyway, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay, so I'll have her attack him. Sure,
Okay.
why not?
All right.
Totally expendable.
She's not expendable.
She's my friend. And then she's
Jingles, you're bleeding.
Okay, 6.
Don't talk about expendable.
That'd be a no.
With advantage.
With advantage?
Because he's currently the cavalry is right between both of you.
14.
14 does hit.
nice.
Does hit that. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll damage with your ice dagger again, or a scimitar, or what?
I'm gonna do, I think the short sword.
Okay. You do have the magical sword, correct? You have Bandit Captain's sword with you. So that's a +1 to hit.
The bandit captains?
Yep.
This one you?
No.
Pirate.
The pirate captain. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Belena's sword is what you're
Belena
saying.
sword. Yeah, it's a magical weapon that you have a +1 to attack and +1 to hit with. I'm sorry. Yeah, +1 to attack and +1 to damage.
I'm doing that.
All right.
So other than the +1.
So
what
you
is
do
it?
already hit,
Just a regular.
And it does, I think,
Just a regular sword, like a d6 +4, right?
yes, but then you add 1 to that
Right, okay.
at the very end of that.
D6 +5.
10.
10
Nice.
damage to that half orc. You have one more attack.
I'll do it again.
He's looking very, very hurt.
With advantage, too.
Yes. No, not with you. Not you don't get advantage.
I don't get advantage.
Just
Specifically,
Just a badass wolf.
ever again.
Wait, hang on, was that me? I just attacked her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was Camille that attacked. Okay, my bad.
Well, but she doesn't have a sword.
Yeah, that's right.
Now she does.
That would be awesome.
It's canon. Yeah, it's fucking
man.
sick. That's metal.
You're absolutely right. We'll just go ahead with it. So go ahead. So that one does not hit. You said this new attack
This one, this is, well, if it was me, it would be a 16.
plus the 1, maybe, or no? From your
Using
sword.
Belena's sword?
Yes.
Okay, that will hit. The second one will hit. So go ahead and roll damage for that one again. Add in 1 to it.
2 + 4 is 6 and 7.
7. Your second attack makes that half orc, and he falls down, dropping his axe. Again, Camille's like, I'm gonna bite an opportunity. You can still move her.
Getting fed.
You can still move her and then have her attack. There's 2 archer bandits back here. There's this guy. She fell.
Yeah.
And there's 2 up here.
Okay. Is he
They would-
dead? This one?
This one, yeah, you felled him right there.
Nice.
These 2 would get advantage from you would get advantage to attack on these 2, not these 2, because
Okay.
Dawn Ash is up there,
Alright, well then she's gonna go jump up and get this
Okay.
one. Okay.
which is her. Can do so.
Oh, 19.
Oh, that does hit.
Drops the mic. Eats her femur.
Having trouble with that. This is an off day for me.
Okay, so she's gonna bite.
Is your smolder not working?
Yeah, my smolder's apparently on the fritz.
Where's your parasol? You need your focus.
7.
I know, that's right.
7
That's
points
why
of
I've been
damage
messing up.
to that one. All right, 7 points. You've done. Oops. You've done damage to this one, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that one dies.
Yeah, she pulls him off the thing.
Falls down in the wagon. There's now 1 bandit left. I'm sorry, there's 2 bandits left. These 2 plus that one up there.
Me,
Okay.
still humming.
I'm gonna be dreaming this music.
I know.
All right. The front there.
You should have sweet sin before you go.
The captain would be going in now. But he has been dead. He's been slain.
He has been.
Dawn Ash, it's your go. You have 1 to your immediate left.
So, I put my loot back, and I look straight at her. And
This is a he.
he?
I think so.
Yes. Well, now he's a she.
It's fluid.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, I identify as a female, so it's okay. It's
Right.
fine.
So I'm
Identify
going
as a
to
man.
then.
Not Jingles, the bandit.
I'm gonna grip throat
Mm-hmm.
as my first action.
Okay.
to like basically like a strike, you know, like to the throat. But then I'm gonna grip if I can.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be just strike to the throat for now.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the attack first, and see how that goes.
I'm gonna spend a key points because I'm.
Mhm.
No. Not yet. So I missed that one.
All right. She's actually kind of like she's falling down on the wagon. That she's moving down, and you miss as she kind of like ducks down a little bit.
To use Flurry of Blows, do I need to have to connect the first strike?
I don't think so.
Great. Well, then I'm going to use my Flurry of Blows, and I'm going to jump, kick, and then with the momentum, kick again in the face.
Little Ryu action there.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Yo. 16.
Okay.
Was going to be a 3. Went to a 16.
Roll for your first crit.
Wait. Okay, so... That's stupid. That's 6. For the crit, yeah. It's unfortunate.
You roll twice.
No, I just doubled the dice.
Okay. Well, we roll again for the dice. So roll again and.
Okay. Oh, so 6 plus 7. So
7. So there you go.
13
13 for the first, or total.
total.
Okay. 13 total. Dead.
Great.
Nice.
She just
You snap her neck in the first hit, and with the
Jesus.
second hit, you just shove her off the wagon. On them. There are only three. So these two up here, and the one back here.
Is this
What about
the
this
person
guy?
or is it?
That's
looks like
Jorgen. That's Jorgen.
Okay.
Oh!
He's just like
He's cowering over
He looks like he's sweeping the blood.
yeah. Sit on a chair.
He's like, yeah.
Oh.
He's cleaning.
Don't
the
mind me.
Is Trixie just gonna take him out?
He's just trying to shit you away.
Yeah.
Much like a random NPC in a
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Like if you're not doing anything, he's just gonna go and randomly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. This bridge looks pretty.
He's like that guy in Quantum of Solace where he was like trying to sweep, but he wasn't even making contact with the sidewalk. You know that extra? That was a really
Yeah.
good reference.
I know. Yeah. I know what you're
Wow.
I know exactly what
Okay,
you're talking about too. Jingles, it's your go.
It is. This dude's still there.
Yeah.
He's
No
still-
one went after him.
Hey,
I mean, no one
his
in the
nuts are
front.
still in the same place.
Wait, but you kicked
Hold on.
him.
Yeah,
He
I,
missed.
no,
No,
I
you
think
didn't.
he
He
missed it. Did he miss a turn?
Wait, I
Hold
didn't go.
on.
I know, I haven't gone yet either.
Hold on.
Okay.
What's going on here?
All right. Yeah.
How did that happen? Malfi the bandits and the rear didn't. Okay, so you just went. The bandits in the back were supposed to go.
Like I said, cold shoulder, strong drink.
Reading logic out the window.
He's going to attack you.
I thought so.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
That is his move. Natural 3. He's shaking.
Oh.
On his last leg.
You see his tears roll down the way.
Oh my god.
Jiggle's gonna. Can I just slap it? I don't really.
Roll d20. Roll
Slap. I'm just
Do
gonna.
you have a
slap
glove? Just smack him in the face with it.
it. That's a natural 19. I'll
He's
put
going
on-
to turn to run. You get an attack of overseer now.
Do I?
You do.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Kick him in the nuts.
I'm gonna kick him in the
In
space
between-
between your ass and your nuts. I'm just gonna as hard as I can as
right,
he
roll-
turns
roll to
around.
attack.
All right. That's a natural 17. So that's 20.
You do hit. Don't have to roll. This is your moment. As he's trying to.
In a moment of strength, I would like to channel all of my arcane energy into my foot as I bring it up straight between his legs. I want him to do. Can I like throw a thunderclap in there? Just thunderclap through the foot.
Oh man, do it.
You explode his
Does-
rectum.
Oh
With
God,
one
okay,
hit.
I don't want that bad. No.
Use what you did, man.
No more fantasies about speed.
It's
Yeah,
just a
right.
cantrip though, so it
Okay.
wouldn't.
All right. No.
But
Perfect.
Your prerogative.
Perfect. You watch as lightning courses through the body of this guy as he flies in the air somewhat and then falls.
Taint kick.
Falls.
Thunder taint.
What did you call it?
Thunder taint.
Thunder taint.
That's what he just did.
You watch this guy just fall down, all mangled into a
I
heap there.
almost feel bad for that guy. Almost.
All right.
No taint is safe when Jingles is
Hang on.
around.
Everyone in front of you has been decimated. You do hear a little bit of scuffle out in the front.
All right. I have 40 feet. How far can I get?
40 feet. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 is right here.
Okay.
40 feet.
So I'm gonna run.
You can do a dash action and get to them.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right. This
then
will
I'm
put them
just-
in contact with you, and then if they try to run away, you'll get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, well I'm gonna just swing at
You can. So,
that
so
guy.
you can run up to here.
Okay.
Bonus
on-
action to
but,
dash.
but you can dash. No, not bonus action. It's your full action to dash
Yeah.
to them.
Oh, okay.
So
That's fine.
you basically forego your action, but
Okay.
you're now right up into
I'm
their
just
faces.
gonna
Okay,
be
Yeah.
running at them with my shield.
Right. That's pretty much you're like
Yeah.
mid sprint and you're there, but as far as like a narrative goes, you're just
Can I do an intimidation check while I'm doing that?
why not?
Okay.
And you know what?
At this
I'm
point,
going to
there's
roll a
like
d20 just for
Okay.
kicks. All right.
That is a 12.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna have okay. You.
At advantage. They just saw their captain's
No,
hands.
all right. I'll tell you what. For the advantage, I will have you roll a acrobatics. Just deal with me here.
Okay. So my
Yeah,
acrobatics
deal with
is-
him.
Oh, that's dexterity. That sucks.
It is, but
Okay. That's a 1.
it's a 2. Roll down to a 1.
Yeah.
So the blood is completely slick in this area right now, and it acts as difficult terrain. But you managed because of your intimidation factor. You
Can I like
You're
slide?
slipping. You're slipping.
Can I,
You're
like,
sliding.
Can I, like,
You're totally
full
simply-
on, like
you
risky
didn't
business
expect
it
this.
up
Yeah.
just not in my
Show the
underwear?
blood.
you again. You don't anticipate all the blood here, and and just at the last point, you're like, oh shit, and it looks somewhat like you've messed up, but where you end up is right in front of their faces, and now their eyes are like. Zoom as you now are in their face. Okay, that's your that's your move, Trixie.
All right, I would like to cunning action, and I'm assuming I
You can
get
easily
to
make
here.
it over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I tell whether either of these have been attacked before?
Neither of them.
Neither
have
of
been
them have
attacked.
been. Okay, and as I'm running, I would like to try to take out my scary sword
Nice.
Oh,
and
the scary
leave
sword.
him. Yeah.
You also have this.
Well, I used bonus action
Yeah.
to.
Oh, you did. Yes, that's currently great. Absolutely. Yeah, so it's still technically there, correct?
Yeah.
You can still
Yes,
just
it
move
is.
it.
I can still move it on
After. Okay, cool. You're there. Almost. I don't want to say
Ninja
Naruto.
run, yeah.
Not really Ninja Run Naruto style, but you're kind of like moving around. Roll for the blood.
Oh boy.
Acrobatics.
Okay, and with acrobatics, it's 20.
Right. You watch Heinlein do that, and you're like, maybe I can actually make this
Like if
part of
she
my.
can do it,
You,
they're
you
horrible
make,
dexterity.
you make well, okay. So technically you failed it, but your intimidation made it work. You make it work, and you're almost like you're skating on it, and you're there already.
On the
Horrified.
viscera and gore.
You take your daggers, your blades. However,
No.
you don't take your blade.
Oh, I don't take
You
the.
don't. You take the sword. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I said.
okay.
I wanted to take the sword.
You take the
See
sword
what it
out. All right. Go ahead and roll for your attack.
So you actually have this.
does. So is it dexterity? I assume, and I'm proficient. I don't really know what blade this is.
It counts as a longsword, so you would be, I think, proficient with it. You should be.
So?
Or
If it's a
Longsword, I am.
longsword,
Yeah,
if
think
it's a
so. You
long
should-
sword though,
So that's
double check because
18.
I think that would be strength if it's a long sword.
oh, correct.
So,
that's
yeah.
gonna be a lot worse.
It
Okay.
is a longsword, so it was going to be strength.
15.
15.
Then.
15 does hit. This one right here. And go ahead and roll your damage.
What do I roll? A sword? I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's a 1d6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Nothing
a D.
added?
I think it's a D8 if she's doing it one-handed, and then it's a D10 if she's doing it
That's right.
two-handed.
That's
So
right. So
how
you're-
hardcore is Trixie
you're-
being right
two.
now?
I'm 2.
you-
I don't have anything else.
You failed your wisdom save that you're holding this two-handed.
Okay.
Damn.
So it's a d10.
So it's a 7 plus whatever I add.
Okay, so your strength with
Oh, a
the-
0.
0, okay. Actually, your card mentions it.
I don't think you gave me
Yeah,
a
you
card
never gave
for
the
this
card.
one because I don't know what it does. I
Oh,
don't know.
oh.
It's a mystery to us, and you,
Yeah.
I
No,
haven't gotten a
I've
chance
given
to
you a
identify.
card. I thought I gave you
You
a
gave
card.
me the dagger card and you gave me the key card.
Azabin. It's the blade of Azabin. I believe I
It's
did
got
this.
a
Spoilers?
name.
Yeah, I get
No, you.
No, I've got Hush and that's it.
Okay, who has it?
Yay, I was so excited for this.
That's legit. It's got a name.
Yeah. So, let me go
But
ahead and
it's
read.
renamed to Scary Sword.
This dark metal blade has a sharp edge. When you attack with a humanoid with this magic weapon, roll when you roll on a d20 attack, You
It's like, wait a
wait,
second.
how did I word this? I kind of worded it fuckerly.
Fuckerly?
And roll a 20 on. Okay, when you crit on the
never heard
attack,
that word.
Oh, okay.
the target takes 10 additional damage. You gain 10 hit points. That's on a crit.
What?
So
Okay.
this is a
Oh, yeah.
Vampire sword.
a little bit of vampiric action going on.
That is
And
quite the fuckerly thing
So-
you've ever written.
you're doing no additional damage, so 7 damage total. All right.
Okay.
To the
And do I? Yeah. Okay.
7. All right. On that one,
Good catch. I'm having
Do I
trouble
notice
with it,
anything
man.
about it? I mean, is it
as
weird or feel?
as you cleave into this guy, who's again trying to string his bow, he's like, and watches Highlander move up, and then you're also right there, and the blood, as you sink it into it, splashes around, and right out along the blade, it goes, but you barely notice it. It's barely just the fact
Yeah,
that you're
just like
holding
a
it.
thing. Okay.
People around you may not catch it. However, you yourself just feel something just inside the blade itself.
Does she like it?
She does.
Wait, really? Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, hell yeah!
Apparently, I'm a killer.
Wow, this
Apparently you're
just got dark.
Okay, that's your
That's my
attack.
turn.
All right. The thug is dead. The bandits in the back are dead. The only 2 left are these right here, and they're going to run away.
Oh, I get an
Both
attack of
of you
opportunity.
Get
Yes.
attack of opportunities. Now, here's the thing: you only get it on one. So you can either get it on him or on him.
All right, I'm gonna take this guy
Same
over
with
here.
Trixie. You can
So
take this guy,
Yeah, I'm gonna take that
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
and you can go ahead if you want.
Yeah,
You
I
can
do.
split the attacks. So go ahead and make a.
That is I get +6. That's an
Damn.
18.
You hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's only 12. I'm not so strong.
12 does hit.
Oh wow.
Ooh, these guys are weak sauce.
Oh, they're very weak sauce.
Okay.
Only the captain was.
Highlander verbatim.
8 damage.
Yeah.
These guys are weak sauce. Leaves off their
You watch
entire
as
torso.
the blade leaves a thin blood trail that kind of pulls into it, and the guy just stumbles and falls, face first.
And I did 5 points of damage.
5
to the
points
other
of
guy.
damage to him. All right. Crush him in the back of it, on his shoulder actually. And he's continuing to run. He's still alive, but he's running now. It is now Donish's turn.
How far away is he?
He is. I would say he was. He's about 30 feet. He's right at your edge. He's just about to leave.
I see that he's running, and I run.
Oh, you're trident?
He
Oh,
can.
I can run.
You can also
That
run.
works too.
As you jump down, go ahead and make a acrobatics check for me for the blood.
That is a 17.
Okay, you make it just fine. So it's a little.
You know
slick.
what? I would actually like to tuck and roll through the blood,
Okay.
Oh.
and then keep
And
running.
you kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's like weird like.
Yeah.
And now he's got a racing stripe
Yeah.
down the middle.
Amountha, you watch Donesh go
It'll
right in
add
front
to
of him
your.
as he
Right.
It'll
Aesthetic.
add. Yeah.
runs over.
And I'm just gonna keep running straight. Can I? I want to pounce on him from behind.
Grapple him? You may
Yeah.
do so.
But pounce and then bring down a crossbow bolt.
Oh.
I don't have a dagger, so I want to take a crossbow bolt and just.
daggers. You have
No, I
melee.
don't. Oh, you know what? I have my guitar.
You have the dagger
Don't
that
break
the
your
dwarf
guitar
made.
over his
I know.
head. That's a
I threw that a long
WWE
time ago. I
shit
never
right
picked it
there.
up.
I think you said a guitar.
Oh,
I did.
I get your guitar.
Well.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
the well, remember I threw it, and then like, did anyone grab my dagger?
Save
No one
your
grabbed my
guitar.
dagger, so we went down and never picked it up.
Oh, okay. I
So,
remember.
so I would like to do that with the guitar. I actually like to take it out as I run, and then jump, and then like land on him
Okay.
and pierce him in the back of the base of the
Make a
neck.
grapple check.
All right. That's not a good idea. Yeah, no, that's a 5.
Okay, he's going to contest it. Natural 10. So he feels something like running up to him too. So he's trying to like bob and weave, if you will, zigzag a little.
Fine, now I just like slice.
Go ahead. Go ahead and do your attack there.
God damn it! With this die, what happened to everything? Everything's topsy turvy.
It's all the natural 20s.
Natural. You know what? Because I really want this guy to die. I will.
How much was it? What was your
No,
roll?
it was a natural 1.
Oh.
Oh.
Never mind. Bonus action.
You do have one more action, yes.
We're in the back of the neck with this.
So you're holding it much like a pencil, just gonna...
Yeah. Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, kinda. 10?
10 does not hit.
Christ.
Oh my god.
He manages to get away from... So he's still within your reach.
Sure.
He's just moving
Is he still
away.
running away?
He's still
Is that
running
attack of opportunity?
Well, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Alright, Jingles. You're up. You watch. You look in front of you. Everyone's gone, including your friends who have now moved their way to the front. And as you look over there, you realize you're doing pretty well.
Wow. Kick some ass today. Do I see this gentleman over here running away?
Yep.
About how far away would you say? Is he 60 feet or
He's
is
about
he 120 feet?
He's about 60 feet away.
He is about 60 feet away.
Yes.
All right. Yeah,
From
you
you.
know what? Is there something on the ground that I can see around me that?
Not
looks-
on the ground, but there are crates on the wagon.
Can I?
That's our job.
I don't want to throw a whole crate, but I don't want to
You know,
mess
okay,
it up. Either. No, I don't want to mess it up.
There
either.
are shields. There's
Yeah.
armor. There's helms.
Oh,
there's
is there
swords.
a
on-
shield?
There's a shield. On the
Shield on the ground. I would like to frisbee that shit.
Okay.
And I would like to.
Fascination move.
I'd like to frisbee that right at the back of his knees.
Okay. You go.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Right at the back of his knees. And that's gonna be a 20.
20 does hit.
Thank God.
Roll damage. Appreciate
All right. Yeah. That's gonna be. Is this an 8? That's an 8. All right.
No, that's a 10.
It's a 10.
Oh,
is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
The 8s look
Son
like
of a
this.
bitch!
He's troublesome.
It's the 8s and the 10s.
I might have to
He
get you
literally
one
saw
of
the
those
number
little-
8. He's like, that is an 8.
All of them. The 20 and 12s.
Okay, 8. 15.
You don't have to roll the next one because this is your moment.
You just took his.
Legs off.
I would like to preferably not like send his legs flying, but I don't know if I have that control.
It wasn't a crit.
But no, it wasn't a crit.
No.
So yeah, I would just like to frisbee his legs out from under him, and if I can make his head hit Don Ash's fist as he's going in for that second hit, tag team.
Okay.
Nice.
So you watch.
I love you, man.
The rest of you can see this, and actually you just barely out of your peripheral from your right side. You hear it before you see it, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" And even as it's spinning, you're like, "I still don't know what it is."
Yeah.
And you watch this thing clip this guy's tendon in the back of the leg, and he falls backwards, and you realize that you can make contact just as he's falling down. He's dead already, but you kind of crush the back of his head, right at the base of the skull there. And he snaps a little bit. You can hear a bunch of bones break, and the shield just goes, and the body flops forward.
Off in the distance, you see Jingles.
Yeah.
He doesn't see him. You don't.
Oh,
see
son of a bitch!
And I go,
You can
You're-
assume where that came from because you know that it's
Jingles is holding his hand up like this, and then he's like,
and I look at him and I go, I sang over his body after like have the fist and I go, have a nice trip. See you next fall.
and
I
with that,
should
we're gonna
take
our
a
break.
point from you.
And then I lick the blood. I don't. I don't want.
All right. You have all decimated.
Whew.
Whew, indeed.
There's a lot of those bad
You
boys.
kicked the guy's taint into the stratosphere. That's what you did. She's over here like, I can't believe you just said that. He did it.
Oh,
Like,
no, I was actually going to say, I've played with him in other games. It's not the first time he's done it.
taint kicker.
Just saying.
To death, by the way.
She's just bitter.
Same deal,
She's just
same
bitter
deal.
because
American History X
she's
is
just
taint.
bitter because it was her character.
Oh my god. Oh my
So-
god. Alright, back to the...
But good job, guys.
All right, everyone.
I'm gonna go back over to that lock and see if I can bust it open.
Okay. Make a strength check.
Alright.
As everyone sees the carnage in front, we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Okay, yeah.
That would be 12.
12 does not. You're trying with your mace.
I
You're
was
also
gonna
not
try
proficient
to
with.
hit it. But
Oh,
yeah.
just the
I was
strength
just
check.
gonna hit it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
12.
try and pick it, so don't break it. Unless
You
Oh,
want?
okay.
You want to pick?
I can try and pick it to get it off, but I mean, like, if you damage the whole insides, I might not be
Gotcha.
able
Okay,
to.
then I will not do anything, and I'll let you handle that.
You think for the better of it that you might not. Okay. All right, guys.
All
We're
right.
gonna go ahead and take a break. Stay active in chat. We have, I think oh man, I can't remember which.
Do we have shit to give
It would
away?
be-
It's one of the candles, but which
It
one?
would be Stone Moss Chapel.
Stone Moss Chapel.
Stone Moss
So guys,
Awesome.
stay active in chat. The admins will be looking and get the name out at random
Stone Moss Chapel.
per
catch
the
your candles.
rules that California has given us, because California. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in thus far. We have a lot of cool stuff later on. So we'll see you after the break.
There was never any question as to whether or not Hylene Leodon would live her life in service to Athena, for Athena's will has shaped her family's destiny since ancient times. Her father is the only child of Ariadne Galenili, one of the most revered high priestesses in recent Atheni history. Being Ariadne's only known female descendant, it was assumed Hylene would follow in her footsteps and become a high priestess. But Athena, being all-knowing and wise, envisioned a different path for her. Hylene was summoned to the temple in her 100th year, and having no useful skills to bring to Calenduin, her childhood home, she accepted and entered the Atheni seminary. Sadly, her performance as a priestess in training was disappointing. It was not until Hylene met Shalia, a paladin in the Wise One's service, that she felt something stir in her, a deep feeling that this was the path she was supposed to travel. Though it was unprecedented for a Galenili descendant, Hylene broke with the seminary and apprenticed under Shalia for 10 years. Now she ventures into the world to impart Athena's wisdom, and to protect civilization from those who would seek to destroy it.
Ashes fell from the sky as the shrieks traveled on the breeze. Weeping children offered their still beating hearts to the drow boy and his warrior mother as their tears sizzled on the cinders at their feet. The city fell, embers filled the night, and Donash awoke. His eyes irritated him from beneath his blindfold, but to remove it would break his vow. The vision that woke him from his trance was as bright as the fires it had shone. It was time to end his self-imposed solitude. In an effort to atone for his sins, Donash shed the Underdark and his name to be reborn beneath the bright Tremahian sun. After the murder of his mother, a blinding rage overtook his mind and he tore his hometown asunder. For a century, he had exiled himself in the Waikatura Mountains to hone his mind and spirit to never fall to such rage again. It was the vision that showed him how selfish his exile had been. No matter how much control Donash had over his own spirit, others would fail to squelch their rage and the innocent would fall prey once again. So from that day on, Donash left the mountain and began traveling from town to town, sharing meals with strangers and reveling in the joys of their stories and humor. He left his brooding self behind in that cave and chose to liven up taverns with jests and song. Adapting to his new lifestyle well, he realized the true way of how to prevent those from making the same mistake he had made long ago, and that was to keep tankards raised high and everyone's spirits raised higher.
Amalthea should have had the world at her feet. Her mother was a purebred elf, a promising young woman of wealth and favor. But her mistake was to fall in love beneath her station. A passionate night with a wandering ranger, a human, left her with child and spurned by society. She managed to keep the semblance of an ordinary life, but Amalthea quickly became the target of bullying, stares, whispers, and giggles anywhere she went. In response, she became an outcast, a thief, a creature of the night. The generations have a way of repeating themselves, and during a long night at her favorite tavern, a ranger, half-elven like herself, stole her heart at a glance. She left with him the next morning to learn the art of hunting and tracking, as well as the humbling experience of unrequited love. The night he finally became her lover, he was killed in a sudden attack by a dragon, and her life descended into darkness once again. Not knowing where to turn or what to do, rage and fire burning in her heart, she stumbled upon this motley crew.
Well, Trisha the half-elf was born in a prominent house, to a high-born human mother and a nameless elven father, a blazing emblem of a shameful affair. But as with most noble scandals, the affair was quickly and quietly brushed under the rug, and the child was put into the care of the manor staff. With that, Trisha, the orphan, was born. Trisha's true origins were kept a secret from everyone, including her, and she was raised as a maidservant to the daughter of the estate, her half-sister Sharina. As the years passed, the two grew up side by side, never knowing the secret between them. That is, until one fateful day when, at her mother's deathbed, Sharina learned the secret of Trisha's birth. Sharina, stunned by the revelation and terrified of what it could mean for her, threw her half-sister out into the night. And it was there, on the cold streets of Masthead, that Trixie, the rogue, was born. Trixie had to learn to fend for herself from day one. As a young girl alone in the city, she didn't have the luxury of second chances. As she began to learn the tricks of the trade, she found that her slight frame, doe eyes, and darling smile lent themselves well to a less than lawful lifestyle. While she may not always follow the letter of the law, she will always do what she feels is right. Although, you might want to watch your coin purse.
Master of the Arcane and Bounty Hunter Extraordinaire, John Jingles is half sorcery, half sass, and entirely fabulous. At just over a year old, baby Jingles toddled his way out of the mystical forest and into the arms of the elves. They knew he was going to be trouble after a wave of his hand turned a set of priceless silk curtains into a side-tucked, slim-fit diaper with matching ascot. He blossomed into a confident, eccentric young man, and devilishly handsome, if I do say so myself. But John's gift for the arcane was truly extraordinary, eventually surpassing even that of the elves, and they bullied him relentlessly for it, until John finally found the courage to fight back. Which, long story short, got him kicked out of town and into a traveling acting troupe, where he spent his nights cold and hungry, wondering what his purpose was in this lonely world. But hey, I'm being a Debbie Downer. You don't want to hear about the sad bits. You want to hear about the fun stuff like catching bad guys and making money, right? Thought so. One day while performing, John saw a thief steal an old man's coin purse, and all at once, something in him awakened. In a flash, he leapt from the stage in hot pursuit, and after a dramatic chase through the city streets, John magically catapulted a watermelon right at the crook's head. With the bad guy caught, the crowd cheering, and a fat sack of reward money in hand, it suddenly became clear that our young adventurer had at long last found his calling. John fluffed his ascot, popped his collar, and set off to become the bedazzled bounty hunter hero Tremahia deserved.
And we believe you.
Wow!
So go ahead and contact if you can.
Yep.
I'm a lady, dang it.
It's the winner. It's the winner.
She's a lady,
Oh, Mike was not when you said that.
Well played, Lydia.
I'm a lady, dang it.
Good for you.
Is our winner tonight in chat.
Well
I
played.
hate you.
I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to do that.
Inspiration, Lydia.
Fired.
Oh, damn.
All of you gone. No, except for tonight, we need you. All right. So anyway, message the admin in chat, and we'll get that squared away with you. Okay. We come back to a scene of carnage.
Jesus.
As now 10 bandits and a captain and a thug have all been
And a child.
and a child
No.
have now been basically slain in front of the wagon here. Jorgen is gonna kind of peek over the wagon and just almost trip on the body on the left-hand side there.
I'll try and pick the
There's
lock.
there's no need to keep a map cam, just so you know. But we can go to a wide if you can. So you guys are free to do what you wish at this moment.
I am going to
It
put
seems
away
like
my
everyone
weapons.
is up in front except for Chase.
I'm gonna put
No, I
away
think
my.
you and I went back to the. I went back to the lock and I was
Oh,
going to
correct.
bash it in, and then
Yeah, I was-
thought
All right,
otherwise.
there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and make your way back.
Like when I saw what you were doing, I stopped you.
I'm
Good.
gonna put away my guitar,
Mhm.
and then also my lute, and I'm going to walk over towards Jorgen
You make walk over to him, and he's
And,
over
uh,
on the edge there. He's just making sure his wagon is okay.
with a clean. Hopefully have a clean, non-bloodied hand.
It's pretty
All
bloody,
bloody.
but I mean it's not really bloody, but
I'm not gonna touch him then. I'm gonna be like,
Don't worry, if I remember correctly, he licked the blood off his knuckles.
right. So it's absolutely clean.
So your knuckles
Um,
are clean.
So my mouth.
you
is
can
just
make it
trucked.
canon.
No.
People will make it canon for you.
No, that's okay. I walk over to Jorgen and I go, as I said before, you're safe. Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Wow. He was going to pat you, and he just kind of thinks better of it, and that was impressive. I shall make a note of that, and I'll tell my master that. Whew, I'm gonna.
Take
he
a
hops
moment.
over
Take a moment, Jorgen.
onto the wagon, just sits there with the reins, and
We're gonna see if we can take care of whatever stopped the wagons. Take a breather.
I'm gonna kind of check the remaining 2 wagons to make sure that all of the cargo is where it's supposed to be.
I would like to. Can I help Trixie with the locks because I have some proficiency?
you head back over there. Roll with
You
advantage.
criminals.
That was a bad one. I needed the advantage.
Oh.
No, it's 10.
10. It's a larger lock than you're used to, and you're sitting there trying to mess with it, and it's too large. In fact, the hole itself, you don't really get any of the little prongs in there. You're trying to hit them, and it's just your pieces are too small at this moment. You can't really find it.
Just for kicks, I'm gonna try my rusty key.
Okay, go ahead and.
I don't want to like force it or anything.
Yeah.
Just
Make a check with that as well. Make a sleight of hand.
Dainty.
natural one.
Oh God.
And now we're getting the crappy
They said
rolls.
very gently. I don't want to break it.
It doesn't even go in. It's just like
Missed.
I don't want
bullseye.
to.
It just like it's an odd shape. It doesn't go in.
Biggest
Okay.
thread, the biggest needle
Can I
hole.
try to, even though I helped her already, can I try to? 'Cause
You
I have
can.
those tools as well.
I'm raising the DC now, but go ahead.
Okay. I don't really know exactly what I rolled for
It's
that.
kind of like raising the roof again, except it sucks for you.
So I think it's dexterity plus your proficient. It's gonna be
Dexterity.
your
If
roll.
you're proficient,
Yeah, it's your roll.
in
Well, I
thieves'
have,
tools.
I have these tools.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So she's proficient.
So then proficiency is 2, yeah?
You have to have
Oh, that
proficiency.
might be
Um,
true. Okay.
Because I put one of my proficiencies.
Okay, so it might not be proficiency.
What was
then.
your background?
It's a-
Do you remember your background?
Criminal.
Criminal. Then I think she does have.
It-
I think so. Let me.
I have thieves' tools for sure.
Yeah, so you definitely get to use the dex bonus. I know.
Let me double check though, because that's interesting. Because I do want to know that too.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Um,
That's a good question.
Holy total?
13 with just plus the dex.
Just the
Thieves'
dex.
tools.
Okay.
And I don't know if I
Thieves'
can
tools,
help
yes.
her into anything.
She can use it.
Yep.
Awesome.
Proficiency and thieves tools.
Then
Proficiency, excellent.
add
Okay.
proficiency?
I have a question though. Proficiency means you can use them, or it means that you get the proficiency? Because I put one of my proficiencies in Thieves' Tools. Is that not how it's supposed to go?
You get the proficiency automatically. There,
With
it'll
her
say you get
background,
in one
yeah.
gaming set, and then thieves tools.
Okay, I'll ask.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
look. I was gonna say I'll look into it.
I
That's
think
what
it-
Colonel says.
I think
Yeah.
because you're a rogue, you get that kind of automatically. I believe so.
Oh, okay,
As a
then I
rogue.
can move one of my proficiencies.
You might be able
You
to,
might
yeah.
be able to.
Okay,
Yes.
that would be
Yes.
nice.
Okay,
Uh,
so
I misunderstood.
do you have a criminal background?
I'm charlatan, but rogue. And
But rogue
says
has-
you're proficient with Thieves' Tools. I thought that meant you could
Well,
use
so
them. but
her
not that you
background
could.
gives it to her automatically. So that
But
is going to
and
be
your archetype gives it to you.
Yeah.
Or your
Okay.
your
We'll
background
look-
gives
we'll
you
look at it
disguise.
later.
unfortunately, So
And I'm
yeah,
at
I'll
15.
check.
All right, then it was 15. It does. It does. You managed to. You're almost breaking your tools at the last moment, though. The pin goes, and it swings.
Good work.
Rock buddies. You do manage to break it, and the large lock
exact same.
swings. It's heavy. It's probably good, like 15 pounds or so of just heavy metal, thick metal, including the bar itself. You're able to take it off now. Now you have a large lock, huge lock. It looks like it could have been for a castle wall or something to that effect, like a giant church wall. That kind of padlock, if you will. Hand forged, all of it is forged. Nothing intricate, just a heavy trapezoidal shape.
You could beat the shit out of people.
I would like to check some of the pockets.
You may go ahead and do so.
Killed. I'm gonna start in the back so less
All right.
people notice.
All right, so you
I
have
think
there.
this dude's a pile of ash.
That guy's a pile of
I'm
ash.
gonna skip the pile of ash because I don't need any.
You have the thug.
She
and
takes
then,
some of it for spice on her morning eggs.
Oh, gross.
I'm not you.
Neither am I.
It's that damn sword. It's making you creepy.
Guys, I have a very dark mind, but Don Ash is
you have 3
To an
bandits
extent.
and the thug in the back, whose head is crushed inward now.
Okay.
You have a scorched crotch bandit. You have
He's
a.
been through a lot. I'm gonna skip him.
That's his class, scorch crotch. That's just him being redheaded.
Someone
like
make that a class. Okay, so you have.
I'll start from the side and just make
Okay,
my way
go
over.
ahead and make a.
I'll take the lot.
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Make an investigation for your first guy.
I'm gonna.
14.
Oh, sorry.
He's got lots of copper pieces, about 17 copper pieces. He's got 2 silver. And he's got his like a pole axe with him. And nothing really else beyond that.
So I'm now a little bit more calm. There was a moment where a lot of like anger and rage overtook me when I saw that Malthea was getting bludgeoned.
You almost cross-classed into barbarian there.
Right. And at that, when I realized that happened, I'm going to go over, and I'm just like starting to kind of like realize what I did to the captain. And I'm going to walk back over to him and kind of inspect what exactly that was. Because I've never done that before. So I'm just going to kind of look over him, and then also if there's things in his pockets, like, you know.
Okay, make it investigation.
Okay.
Something useful. It could be used for charity.
Right. Hopefully
Maybe
some
he
sort
has
of
documents.
identification.
Or like my background.
Yeah.
You know, like,
But if,
jeez, that didn't count. Did it?
You rolled with intent.
Suck that die.
Uh-huh.
Investigation. That's a 5.
5. With an investigation of a 5, you.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Yes, 5.
You do find his coin pouch, and that's about all you find. Just trying to.
I leave it. I don't need that. But I do look at him and kind of like look at his face and his head and.
It's all covered in blood. His hair is matted with blood.
Yeah.
His face is just covered in blood. You really don't see any features other than the blood in front of it.
Bro.
And then I look at my hands and I just kind of like hide them a little bit and I turn to Amalthea and I go, "Are you okay?"
He says this with a full stripe of blood.
It can't be a stripe. It has to be more. It cannot be
No,
that.
I mean,
uniform.
they're not perfect stripes.
Okay.
I mean, what I'm talking about is he's covered in blood, and it's got splattered and all that, and as he rolled...
I wanted a speed razor striker.
He didn't go true sonic.
Oh,
No, he
okay.
didn't go true sonic. He rolled, but he didn't go true
That's
sonic.
fair.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just saw the captain hurting you, and I don't know what that was, but I was doing what I could to help you. You looked a little worse for wear. Are you okay?
Oh, thank you, Donna. Yes, I will be.
And I pull out a health potion. I go, here.
Thank you. Are you sure you want to use? Because if I go to sleep for 8 hours, I'll be right as rain.
Okay, Wolverine.
I'm just thinking that maybe if we get into another battle combat situation, it might be better to keep it for then. But I very much.
So I imagine that you said that in less metagaming terms. And to my response, I go, well, if you feel all right and you just need some rest, then okay.
Say, I think yes, with just a bit of rest.
But I grab you by the shoulders and I go, who hurt you? No, I'm just kidding. I grab you by the shoulders and I go, I have you back.
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that you saw that.
That means a lot to me.
No one else needs to know
That you care?
that I did exactly what I did to the captain.
Okay.
Please.
I'm very good at keeping secrets.
Starting to realize that. I blush. And as
much as a girl can blush.
Yeah. Bright white. No, no, and so I go, alright. And then I guess I head over to Jingles, to whom I imagine is where this shield's origin came from. Or where the shield originated from.
Yeah, he's still back there. He watched them fiddle. he's got a fist up to you.
Oh. Do I... So after I get close enough... Oh, okay, cool. And I just... there we go, alright. And then I go, solid. How is it back here?
Well, Jingles kind of looks around at the exploded bunch of bodies around. I think we got him, Don Ash.
And now I'm noticing it. I'd say so. Two things. I have two questions for you. One, was the shield? That was you.
Huh. Who else?
That was fantastic. It was. I mean, I killed it, but that was fantastic. Secondly,
good teamwork, Don Ash. Yes.
I do believe I heard at one point that there was a thunderclap and a very weird yelping sound afterwards. What happened back here?
Well, one of them decided that he wanted to stab me in the leg while I was on the ground, and I gesture very emphatically towards my poor stabbed leg.
Ace Ventura.
Yes.
It's a good bone.
And then he decided to run away. So I kicked him in the nuts and made him explode.
Jingles, the soul-sucking, nut-kicking, badass, reckoning bounty hunter. You shall have many a title, sir. That's fantastic.
I'm okay with that.
Soul-sucking, nut-kicking.
How does the front of the...
Cue Cody, yeah. Cue the wiki.
How does the front of the caravan look? Everyone all right? Jordan?
Everyone's fine. Drogon seems to be cleaning the bridge, so he's okay. No, he's back in
is
the...
he cleaning the bridge?
No, he's back on the...
Mopping up after you guys.
He was unharmed.
He's making himself useful.
He has a very beautiful whistle, I will say. You know, he's back on the reins now. He's unharmed. Malthea and I took a bit of a beating, but we're both fine. Everything's...
I see you've got...
Yes. I was a little carried away.
Well, we don't want that in the wagon, so I'd like to prestidigitate.
Okay. I grab his hand.
Is it good?
I go leave it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. You can do it.
Yes, as I look at my hand.
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay, yeah. So I'd like to kind of clean the
Takes a
gore
few
off of him.
pieces
It's
of
a
your
couple
spell,
sweeps,
yeah, but you can feel it just kind of.
And I imagine that beneath all the blood, I see that he's a little banged up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm
not
a
too
little
bad,
bit more than halfway.
Yeah.
Even after you cleaned up his
Yes.
face, a little bit of blood begins to trickle out of his mouth.
Yeah, you might want to get that taken care of.
I thought your cue to be like... Totally thought that was your cue. And I go, thank you. I feel cleaner already.
Do we know who these bandits were yet?
Dead. I know that much.
Well, hey, that much is for certain.
How far are you from me?
I'm probably
You're
standing
right
on the
there
other
in
side.
front of
Yeah,
you.
we're on the other side of
I mean,
you.
I'll go ahead and...
On it. When you
I'm
think
over
you
there
know who
too.
to go.
Yeah, you
right?
you followed
I
me.
Other than Hylene,
No, she's there too. She's at the
I
lock.
was here by the lock anyways
they're doing
already.
the
No,
lock.
I was going through and
That's
making
right,
sure that
you were
everything
checking
was...
stuff.
so I mean, everyone's technically out in the back. There's no reason to put Matt up, but yeah.
Actually, that's
just
a,
for our
that's a
our
very
sake
good
of
point.
mind.
We should find out who these people are
Yes, I
because
think
they
it's-
could feasibly be a
You know-
mere Cobblepot stooges.
Did I ever
I say
see
I'm working on
the
it as I'm
captain?
going through. I'll see if I see any identification items.
You did not.
Questions
Okay.
now. is
You
a
did
little
see
bit
the
less
thug.
backwards,
The
but-
thug you recognized.
Okay.
Who do you work for?
One of the dead bodies.
I believe you had the highest rolls for perception in the very beginning.
Me too.
No, they
20.
Well, those are okay.
Natural 20 as well.
One of these men was from Cephalon.
What was he in Cephalon?
Oh yes. And one at the front, he was telling you to be careful.
That man. Alright, so...
The bandit. The thug pirate
I
bandit.
believe...
Thug pirate bandit.
Pirate bandit.
Captain.
Man bear
He's
pig.
got almost as many titles as you do, sir.
Wow. Not for long.
How did they get
TPB.
ahead of us?
Sorry.
I guess we've been going so much
They
slowly,
knew... They obviously... I mean...
Must know
She
these
has
words.
a point. I mean,
Yes,
he
they-
did take quite a beating. He took a beating before
So
he
I
went down.
guess we should be careful who we talk to from this point on. At least as long as we're with this caravan.
but did we tell him we were with the caravan?
I don't remember ever telling him anything. I was asking questions about Weasley's wizard. What's his name?
William Western.
Willem, thank you.
Does
William
that
Western.
mean perhaps he sent us on this goose chase with the information?
He wasn't the constable though.
Oh, I didn't know who.
Yeah,
I,
no,
I,
the
okay, so he
constable.
didn't tell you where.
So
he was
This was just a
eavesdropping
passerby.
as
Oh.
I was talking to the constable.
So you should.
Can I go up as they're having this conversation? Can I start walking up towards the captain?
Sure.
Towards the
Grand
front.
Captain, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make your way up to the front. You see Jorgen is now... Jorgen is actually kind of like moving all the bodies over to one side.
To get the fuck off the road.
He's he looks like he's
just using his broom to do it.
Yeah. It looks like he's considering...
Sweeping bodies.
Yeah.
And while we're doing this,
Yeah, why
I'm
not?
making my way one through the other to see what I find.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll for the thug.
15.
Okay, you do find a coin pouch as well. He's got 1 gold, 3 silver, 4 copper, and a key that belongs. That looks. Actually, there's a few other keys on there too. The others don't look as important as the larger one, which you think
Does it
belongs.
perhaps match the large lock?
It feels like it does.
Like Pirate Captain? Is he just
Thug,
search?
the thug.
No, I searched the thug. I'm
The
just
thug.
going through them
Oh,
one
okay,
by
okay.
one, but I'm
Got it.
saying
Bandit
I'm
thug.
also going to be looking for identifying information.
You should go to the captain.
I will.
Take a
Yeah,
look at it.
I'm going to go through them all. I'll share.
So overall, you'll end
Jesus
up finding 15 more copper pieces amongst those in the back.
The small ones.
31 copper pieces in the front, as well as 5 silver amongst all the people in the front.
Do I find anything else, perhaps, that indicates where they're from, or anything that's
Make an
shiny?
investigation check. This is going to be on the captain himself.
Okay,
They're
I'm
from
over.
or
I'm
anything
going
that's
to assist her with
Natural
that because I'm looking at the
1922.
captain.
You don't even have to.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
go
keep
ahead and roll
it
for the
to
natural
Just
20.
in case you crit.
Oh, no way.
Someday.
Okay. On the person of the bandit captain there, you do find a small little book, and it's not so much a diary as it is just his accounts of what he's going to be doing, what he thinks is the next big hit is.
Good.
Helpful.
And the very last entry is what he thought was a wagon of rare goods heading to Galentia, based off of the big tall shiny one's information as he has written it down.
Does
Oh,
Inside-
gee, you put a hit on us.
Talking about
inside this journal of his, does he by any chance have a name?
Yeah, it is Gallup.
John.
John from Cephalon.
Clyde.
It is Galahorn.
Galahorn?
Galahorn.
Galahorn.
And his buddy, his thug buddy in the back there.
Thug buddy? Is that by Mattel?
Thug.
It's like a pen
Instead
pal,
of my
but
buddy.
more criminal.
Now, just double checking
Thug
with
buddy.
DM here.
Thug buddy.
Mr. Galahorn
Yeah.
is not present on either of these two lists, I don't believe. Okay.
As
just
he
double-
came from Cephalon.
Just
It
making
was
sure
not
that he
part-
did in fact come from Cephalon. All right.
Yeah, you can tell the handwriting is also a little bit different, so yeah, gotcha. Galahorn and then Ignatius was his buddy's name. Ignatius. And for the most part, they
Smashes.
try to make hits on bandits trying to pose as folks that are looking for care or wagon trouble or that kind of thing along the road. They figured this was a easy hit. They didn't realize that you guys were.
So he seems to be the brains of the operation.
For the most part, and then Ignatius probably is the right hand
Is that
man.
the portly fellow?
The portly fellow in the back.
Okay. All right.
The one with the slight punch.
The good news, at least out of all of this, is that I don't believe that these gentlemen are involved in any other, I guess, networks of banditry. I believe that these were lone actors.
To be fair, I would actually prefer if they were part of a larger banditry, because then that means we'd weaken that.
It would be
larger
it would be
operation.
nice.
But either way, we've dealt with them, and they shan't be making any more problems for anyone else on the road.
But they don't solve the mystery.
They don't solve the mystery.
That's unfortunate.
Jorgen,
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Jorgen will address you. Shall we just drop the bodies into the ravine?
Leave them on the road.
Yes, leave them on the road as a warning.
Right.
How does that serve as a warning?
Well,
they might think bandits were the ones who killed these people.
Shall we put them on a post? Just kidding.
They show that the roads are dangerous, and I think that at this point that might be just the best message that we can really leave without leaving an actual message. Well, sir, we have 10 dead bodies in front of us. This is a grim situation.
Out of character, can you minor illusion writing?
Not that's gonna last, unfortunately.
Is there, you know what? While they're talking, I go and grab the shield that he flung, and with the blood that is basically pooling around the front of the cards, I just write, bandits beware, as shorthand as I possibly can, and then prop it, like, on the bridge.
Okay.
Kind of up.
To make sure that we just are extra clear, can I mage hand and can I add a slight addendum to it? And can I have mage hand dip its finger in the blood and write a dear bandits, comma, beware, just to make sure that we're setting.
No, I mean honestly, it's good both
just
ways.
In case,
it's like, hey, there are bandits beware, and also bandits beware.
Yeah.
It's really where the comma lies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that we're letting people know.
Yeah, right? So bandits, comma, beware.
Yes.
No, is that what the mage hand does? He just a comma? That's okay.
The Oxford comma.
The Oxford comma. Very important.
Actually, no, it's not the Oxford.
Not quite the Oxford, but
anyway.
Comma placement.
Way to backpedal immediately.
You know what?
The Oxford comma, but not really.
DM. Just agree.
And this has become a very messed up episode of Sesame Street.
This letter brought to you by letter B for blood. I'll put it somewhere. There's no post. Is there posts?
No, but there are where you see the struts hanging off.
So I can somewhere that's noticeable. Some more people see it. Okay, great.
Do you face it towards the north or to the south? You put it on the one on the south or towards the north?
There are 2 shields, I'm assuming.
Let's do.
Oh, there's more than one shield. Yeah.
Let's do both.
Okay.
I guess
you get enough blood there to dear, comma.
With what you did to
no,
the guy.
dear, just comma.
Just comma. Bandits.
And I go, Jorgen, I hope that this doesn't sully your idea of us, but I feel that A, we're all very tired, and B, this does give a warning to both parties.
I am alive.
Okay.
The shipment is. Hold on. He looks back. It's good.
That's fine. The only worry you need to have is if whether I'm going to be drinking it, but not of any other people.
He winks and he hopes that you can see it.
No, I do. I feel it.
Well,
it's a very surly wink.
If we're all done here, I'd like to get moving. We're
by all means.
Agreed.
2 days away.
Do you and Camille require any aid?
Well, Camille's fine.
You get fat on blood and viscera right now.
Right, she's having a whale of a time. Me, I'm a little banged up.
Do you want some help?
Does it impede you in any way?
No. If I sleep, I get it all back.
Then I'll take some.
I believe she says to me the same sort, except with more words.
Alright, then I have 20 points, so I'll give you 10.
Oh, thank you so much.
And then Jingles, how are you?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I have suffered far worse.
As he walks away going, oh.
And I'm trying very, very much to
You
not
see the
play.
blood stain on his leg. It's not like he's trying to hide it. He can't.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Trixie, do you go and investigate anybody else?
I investigated everyone.
Yeah. So you
did already?
Yeah.
I'll let you
She
be
got
hero.
all the copper and
To
silver
maintain my
off
dignity,
the
it
bodies
didn't
in the front
fall
too.
off of a
At some
wagon.
point when we're all together, I'll
And that's when you found the book for him, and he kind of read it. So.
Yeah.
You found a book? I'm sorry, I missed that.
There was a
Journal.
like a
Guys.
journal.
Yeah, gotcha, good.
It was like the bad guy writing out everything that he does, what he wants to do.
Yeah, the
Love that, guys.
sociopathic journal.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you need
The plot point
Yeah.
journal.
You know what? My body says yes, but I feel as though I need to. And my
wasn't
loins
coming on
say
to you.
even harder yes. No, I feel as though possibly yes, but I'm going to wear these ones for at least a night longer.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
You're welcome.
Good.
Thank you, Jing. Appreciate the he high-fived me.
With mage hand.
Yeah. Himself. I love commas. Yeah, so yeah,
Kind of true, though.
yeah. So I go back and I go, thank you, but this will be something I remember. And then
Okay.
I high-five Jinx.
Can I do an insight check on Don Ash?
You may do so. Yeah. You're more than welcome to.
That is a... Where are you? Insight. That is a modified 20.
I'm ashamed. I'm absolutely ashamed.
I'm... Okay. And I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just going to take note of that. And
Okay.
move on.
Okay.
I guess with that kind of role, I would specify I'm ashamed of what I've done, and that I need to.
In this moment, right?
Yeah, ashamed of what I've, to the extent of what I did, and that I need to kind of repent with what I've amassed on myself. That's
Okay.
what you're gathering.
I'm just going to kind of give you a lingering look, and then nod and
Right.
walk away.
You guys leave the bodies on the road there. Over to the east side there on the road. A few bodies in the back, a few bodies in the front. Both
Not
with shields.
the path, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Party
The
in
shields.
the back, business in the front.
In fact, you probably have enough there to go and put them on all four posts, on all four of
Perfect.
the corners there of the bridge. And you guys hear a hup! The metal.
I'm triggered by the pounding of the hooves.
No. you guys hear the metal clanking of the hooves against the bridge there, and the wheels begin to, and then eventually touch the earth. And then you're wagging again. Things are back to your normal route.
And onward to Galentia.
The third day passes.
When they're
Yes.
when we're all in the back, I'll hold out the meager coins I found and say, well, it's no wonder we were able to kill them. They weren't very good bandits. Does anyone want any part in the very sad spoils?
Trixie being
You can take my share.
being generous with the spoil. That is impressive.
I found 2 copper.
Yeah.
She's like, they're not
Until you say
gold,
yes.
so...
And a rock. No, that's your wins. At least
Yeah,
for my part.
it's- I wasn't fighting for coins, so...
It wasn't much anyways, but thank you.
Buy me a drink. How's that?
I'll give you 10 silver.
I'll take it.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Wait,
I'll take it.
did you hear me?
You know, I'll second
I
that.
said, buy me a drink. How's that?
I take back 2 silver.
Trixie, if you could, when we get to Galentia, donate 3 copper to charity,
God, that's the least you could fucking
Do
do.
that in
That-
your name.
that will be my payment.
Aww.
Trixie, would you donate a platinum in my name?
No. If it's your platinum, yes.
Right. I will do it
I'm gonna
for
take
you.
this out of your pocket and put it in a box.
I don't like being a foot servant, but I will for this.
Why did we spend so much gold on? Did we
We
spend
changed
gold?
it to platinum.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right.
Suddenly,
Like,
all your
wait.
gold is depleted.
I was like, what is...
And
I need to check my pocket.
How much space do I have in my bag of... Like, how much space total do I have in a bag of holding?
A 64 cubic feet,
Okay.
or 500 pounds.
Are we keeping that giant lock?
Oh, I thought 500 pounds?
Yes.
I think it's 500
Okay, do
I
you
think
guys
it's a good
want
idea.
to
Oh yeah, I
donate?
found the key.
So I've got my old armor, I've got the axe that Don Ash
we
gave
were
me, I have
trying
2 history books, and I think I'm carrying the kitten.
Yes, you're carrying the kitten jar.
Yes.
Because there's no other place to
You have a bag of holding.
Who
sell
stole the
the-
kittens
let's
from the
sell
kitten
this-
jar?
So can I fit the lock and the key in there then?
The lock and the key, yes.
Okay.
Let's check real quick first if the key fits the lock. If it's definitely the key for the
It
lock.
does. You go ahead and move it around a
It
little
makes
bit.
a nice squeaky sound. Spooky.
with
It's
the
a spooky
kittens.
lock. Imagine a scary sword.
You know, I mean, this was kind of it seems like maybe a traumatizing battle. Maybe we should bring the kittens out. I just,
You know, honestly,
I'm always for that.
honestly, the disappearing kittens are kind of traumatic too.
Oh.
I mean, there's
I
that.
like them.
I put my hands. I was like.
Camille is looking longingly at you, wanting to just feast on one more kitten, even though it doesn't do
All
it.
right, fine, Camille. We'll play with the
God
kittens.
damn.
Wait, no, we're not playing with kittens. Camille's gonna eat them.
They disappear anyway. It doesn't matter.
It'll
It's
be like
nature.
cotton
It's the
candy.
principle.
So I take this moment
It's
to kind
like
of.
bubble. It's like little bubbles.
Yeah.
Camille's gonna growl
It'll
in
be
your
like
direction.
pop rocks in her mouth. or something.
So I take this moment. I take this moment to kind of. Are we all in the cart at this point?
What?
Are we all in the back of the wagon?
Yeah,
Unless
you're
you're
all
on the roof.
No, I'm with you guys. So I take this moment to kind of stand up and go. Well, if I had any doubts before about the way that you guys handle bandits, that's been completely cleared now. You all did very well. Very, very well.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I think there's a time and a place for different circumstances always, but I think that for the most part, I believe that we are all very much on the same page. I think this was a good time to solidify that.
Hey, Dolash. Do you have access to booze?
Do I? and
You're about to whistle.
and I, you know what? I go. Hold that thought for just one moment.
You
I
go to Jordan.
Go to Jordan.
He's there. He's kind of just like, his eyes are a little wide. And you startle him as you head down.
And I go, easy friend. And I kind of give him like one of those like little like
Yeah.
grips on the shoulder. you know?
Easy, yeah. Actually, do you mind if I just stay there for a while? That feels pretty good.
Begrudgingly, I go, okay. Things I do for friends. And I go, man, are you all right? Are you good?
I'm fine. I'm still shaking about all that happened back there.
Listen, this is the second time now we've dealt with bandits on the road, and I'm sure it won't be the last. So I hope at least after this second ordeal that you feel safer being in our company, and that you feel confident in the people that your boss has hired.
To tell you the truth, this is nothing new, but just not so many. I've had other folks like yourselves that we've put under our employ, and yeah, this is the most I've seen of these bandits, and I don't know where these ones came from.
I can only imagine that these taxes are starting to starve out even the most depraved and desperate people.
That thought has been on my mind, yes. That might be caution enough to keep our eyes out for the roads further ahead.
For sure.
Now, again, Galentia is my last stop.
And I'm certainly all the happier for it. Especially after this, you deserve some nice R&R.
Hey.
Speaking of R&R, actually, when we do stop at the next, place to camp out, I imagine that we're all. I know we all are very tired, and you as well.
It's getting to that point.
I was perhaps thinking, in lieu of all the lives that were lost today, even though they were bandits, they were still lives. That perhaps that we drink an honorable drink for the souls that have now been departed.
Interesting thought.
It's still
drink.
life. It is still life that's lost.
I know what you're looking for.
I hold away a smile. Inside.
Go ahead and take the reins.
Absolutely. My honor.
Make a handle check, and he's gonna go grab the.
Fuck you, die. Next die. I keep picking it up like an idiot. You know what? This one's on a 20. That's what I'm gonna do. 18.
Nice.
You're
that's
fine.
Without. That's not.
Yeah, you're fine. You get the animals, and you can remember your last time with the reins, and you were able to.
So one hand, one foot.
Yep, one hand, one foot. Exactly. You're like, I think this is how we did it.
Yeah.
And it seems fine.
Yeah.
And you hear a bunch of bottles clinking in the back. He comes back with 2 of them. This is gonna go out of my wages, but
No, it won't. And I pull out a gold coin.
Gives you the full bottle. Are we doing the whole thing?
Well, listen. Yes, to answer your question, but But, and I put my hand on the top. Let's involve the rest of everybody else. You do owe your safety to the entire party, not just myself.
Okay. We'll stop for the night soon. How's that?
Sounds good. Well, I mean, take a drink, Alan.
You have your own bottle.
I do.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And just put that back up with him too.
All right.
So we're gonna get your backwash?
Of course you will.
Like the exact same as Trixie with money. She'll share a little bit, but she'll always take something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You get it.
I do, unfortunately.
So I
feel
take.
called out.
Yeah, I take the bottle and I go. Well, I'll leave you alone unless you need company. We can absolutely come and provide company if you need it. But if you'd like to stay with your thoughts for a little while longer,
send someone else up front. One of the females, if you don't mind.
he's totally pimping you out. Wait, hold on.
I don't mean it that way. I just like to get to know. I like to get to know you. The fierce one, the one with the wolf.
Oh, you're the fierce one.
And I look at him and I go, well, you said it yourself. She is fierce. Do you think you can handle a conversation with her?
The liquor will do the talking. Oh. He realizes what he said and he goes, you know.
Well,
perhaps.
I look at him and I go, you know what? I'm not worried. You take your chances.
All right.
And I give him another squeeze on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And then I go, aye. And I go to the back.
You feel him like just.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
He's got free will, but I made sure he knows what's going on. You got a big brother going on. So I go to the back and I go, well, I've secured us booze for the evening.
Oh.
I do feel that we probably all deserve a drink after what happened just a little bit ago. Also, Amalthea, Joga needs to speak to you.
Oh. About what?
What did you do?
I don't know. He just said that he was curious about who, everyone was traveling with, and he had some questions concerning your wolf, I think. So.
All right.
As you walk away.
Sure.
Yeah, and so then I kind of.
You won't need it, but just holler if you need anything.
Okay.
And as you walk away, I kind of I go, oh, one more thing.
Should I take a scroll?
Yeah, take the scroll.
Help me.
Yeah, like she needs help after what just happened. So I
Can you ride back home?
as you lean or as you walk away, I kind of go, oh, Amalthea, and I lean and I go, I think Joe may fancy you. Just a heads up.
Okay, I'll be fine.
Plus, we have you back up here, but I think you'll be fine.
Appreciate it.
Finger guns.
He's got the booze, yeah.
I have the booze.
You have the booze. Okay. Well.
He's got the supply though.
Alright, so I'm gonna go up front.
Okay.
Hey,
You make your
Jorgen.
way up front. Ah, hello there. Amalthea, was it?
Yes.
Sit down, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Do you fancy a drink?
You read my mind.
Wonderful. We have some of the old vintage year, good 15-year-old wine. We have a little bit of Chianti. I have my own reserve of whiskey. I try to save that, but whiskey. Whiskey it is, all right. He takes his...
Point one. He's doing well.
He takes his flask out and just unscrews it just enough to hand it to you.
Fun. Thank you. Take a swig.
Well, no. Let me begin by saying I don't mean to pry into your private life. I just... You fought well. Your wolf. That's... I mean, I know that it was your pet. I didn't know that it would do that. You trained it.
No. She came like that.
She came murderous.
She's a wolf.
Yes. I mean, so she's not tamed then.
She's as tamed as she wants to be.
Noted.
Just like me.
You can see him kind of like straighten up a little bit, like, ooh, okay.
And then my words come back to him. Yes, yes. Do you think? Yeah.
She's my companion, Jurgen. She's not a pet. She's a companion to us all.
Oh, of course. No, I see it now, yes. Again, she also fought bravely. That's
Yes,
an
she
amazing
did.
feat that she was able to take abandoned captain down to the ground. That's well, anyway. As we head over to Galentia, the city's known for its arts. There's a lot of things to be done over there. You can see him kind of stammering for his words and trying to think about it as he's holding the reins to it, as well as, the bottles are next to him kind of clanking around. And it's a weird picture that it's painted because of the bottles next to him, because of the glass that he also gave to you. And he looks like he's in a weird little depressive state. He's got the reins, he just saw a bunch of blood everywhere. There's actually currently blood on the wagon itself, to the far right corner on the front there. And he looks over to you again as the carts are moving along. Are you seeing anyone?
Excuse me, what?
Are you seeing? Do you have a boyfriend or
God, I wish I was here.
It's not really my thing.
Oh, do you have a girlfriend?
I like to be alone.
I see. Oh, no, I get that. Yeah, the wildlife, wolf and all, and I get that. It's a good look. It's a good look. Okay.
Things need to be done. Feats need to be accomplished.
I get that. No, I mean, you're traveling with these amazing folk. You're able to take down what, 12 people?
Well, that's the job you hired us for.
Indeed. I am grateful for it.
We thought it would only be it would only be right to fulfill our duty.
Yes, of course. Again, I'm very grateful. All right, well.
So what about you, Jaren?
Well, I travel these roads often.
Do you have a sweetheart tucked away in one of these towns?
I was hoping to.
Tucked away in this wagon tonight, but
I do not. I travel a lot, and because my job has me on the roads all the time, I don't really stay in one place for too long. Cephalon is my home. However, no. The answer is no. I don't. He takes the flask from you and takes another swig, puts it back on in the middle. How did you meet these fine folk? If you don't mind.
Well, I met Starnash. I was feeling a little lost. Since you asked me, Jagan, I had a lover once, and he died.
Oh, many apologies.
And so I didn't know what to do with myself. And I was just, I don't know, I guess I was just traveling around. I was somewhere in between acting out and doing something wildly nefarious or stupid, or both. Or just hiding myself away for the rest of my life. And, well, I was stumbling out of a tavern, and there was a man playing a beautiful tune. And I just sat next to him and I listened for a little bit, and we got talking. And I sort of had the feeling that he was somebody who understood me without having to really talk about anything.
The blind one, huh? Yeah, he's got a way with that. He's spoken to me several times on this trip. Keep him close. He's a good one.
I was planning on doing that.
Keep them all close.
I love them all, Jargon. Trust me.
Missed you most of all, Scarecrow.
I see. Well, again, I'm so sorry that your lover has died. It hurts, doesn't it, to lose someone like that? Well, all right. We'll be stopping ahead shortly to make camp. You can tell the others if you wish, and I'll get the preparations undergoing here. He just gives a little bit of a kind of a slight tug, and the wagons begin to kind of slow down, not entirely stop, but just give a little bit of a slow pace now.
Can I ask you one more thing, Jogan?
Absolutely.
When you just said that, did you lose somebody?
Yes, I did. I too lost someone. To war, or at least war found her.
I'm sorry too.
But it's all right. I'm under the employ of a wonderful man. He takes care of me. Sends me on perilous journeys over to Galentia with casks full of wine that I am able to partake. And he looks down at the 2 bottles clanking next to him. Life is good. Just sometimes it feels nice to have a little something more. Just that unattainable more.
It'll come to you.
Thank you. Thank you for this conversation. I appreciate it.
Same.
All right. Takes the flask again once more, opens it. He's about to take a swig and one last one.
More.
All right. And he takes. Starting to run low again. Just puts it down. He looks ahead. That clearing there, I think we'll go with that. And if you don't mind telling the others. Thank you. The carts move ahead. Okay, stop for the night there. Make your preparations and have a little campfire going. We're gonna go ahead and end tonight.
Long rest. Long rest.
We're like scribbling away and fucking bang. That's fine.
Alrighty.
Wow. Just looking forward to the drink tonight with everybody. Shit.
You partake in the drink.
No, that's for next time. There's a thing planned now.
Oh, okay. I see. Well,
did you not hear the scribbling of the pencil over here?
Well, okay. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock.
No. For next time. You already said that. You called it.
All right. Fair enough. Alrighty. So you guys get ready there, and you make your camp fire going. He brings out all the rations, and you guys eat. And again, we're gonna go ahead and end tonight. Thank you everyone for joining tonight.
Thank you guys. We do this for you. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yes, we do it for you, absolutely, and you guys. I do it for you too, and for myself.
We're all selfish here.
Yeah,
I do it for me. Yeah, yes. I know I do it.
There's a little bit. A little column A, a little column
And congratulations to I'm a lady, dang it.
I'm a lady.
And also
Dang it.
congratulations to you for coming.
Being a lady, dang it.
Being a lady, dang it. Yeah.
I'll embrace it. Sorry.
Happy Mother's Day to all your moms out there.
Yes. Don't forget to wish your moms happy mother.
Call your mom.
And if you have,
it's
damn,
important.
it's real late now.
Wake her up.
No, even still
later.
Wake her up before she goes. Don't leave her hanging.
That was kind of dark.
Okay, all right. He was going for the go. He was going for the go.
Like goes to sleep,
goes.
Jeez. I know we just killed a lot of people, but I'm not about killing moms. Just killed their shitty sons.
Call your mom. And again, happy Mother's Day to every mother out there. Every mother in your life.
Oh, boy.
Good night, folks.
Congrats again. Take care, everyone.
Good night, guys. Good night.
See you next week.